And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages.
That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port here live at the Horseshoe Cafe, Southport, Connecticut. It's Barnes, it's Tony,
That's
it's
right.
Michael, it's Renee, it's Dean behind the bar.
Dean behind the bar, baby.
How you fellas doing today?
I'm doing great. So happy to be here, guys. What a time to be here, honestly, on a Sunday. March Madness, great Ranger game to recap, PGA, as well as some baseball to talk. We have so much to get through today. It's going to be one hell of a show. We have the pool table going. People are riled. Sandy's here for the first time ever.
Appreciate having them
They're
here.
getting Southport pizza right now because the kitchen's closed at the Horseshoe currently right now. Yeah, that's what I was just told. Kitchen probably closed at 7. Maybe
Wow. So we stuck in there last second.
Last second, I would love a pie, though.
Dude, did Bianca ask you if you want anything?
No.
I told her to get 5 pies, cheese, Sicilian for us.
Wow.
Just kidding, did not.
Is
But I definitely
Sicilian
would.
your number one or no?
No.
From Southport or just in general?
From Southport. Seems
Tough.
like you get real riled for it.
Well, because there's not many Sicilians.
There really isn't. I haven't had a good Sicilian around here other than this place on Main Street that closed way back in maybe 2018, 2017 called Jerry's Number 2.
Jerry's number 2.
Jerry's Number 2 on Main Street across the street from Merritt Canteen.
Okay.
Very sad, actually. It was a mom and pop shop. Husband and wife had 2 of them. One, I think, in West Haven was Jerry's 1, the original. Jerry's 2 in Bridgeport. And then unfortunately, Jerry passed away. And then the wife could handle 2 stores, so she closed down the
was
one
he
in Bridgeport.
older or like it was a sudden thing?
Sudden
younger?
thing, dude. He's probably maybe 60,
Ah,
62.
That's terrible.
And they used to have a sweet Monday special $10 pie, plain, bang, cash.
Wow.
Yeah, on
Wow.
Mondays. And then, of course, you'd hit the Sicilian slice every so often, after class. Which honestly was exactly like Southport, to be honest. That Sicilian, the fluffy, the thick dough, but it's airy, and the great. Oh my God! But so tough to say Sicilian is my favorite from Southport. I want to say it's the plain sausage onion. Dude.
Yeah, it's great there, too.
What do you think Josh B thinks about it, Michael?
It's great there,
Oh,
too.
I'm sure Josh B's like, I'll take you to a place in Jersey. It's better, Sicilian. Da-da-da-dee-da-da-da.
It's great there, too.
Speaking of Josh B, we have the Let's Go Happy Sunday Fun Day, fam.
Hell yeah, baby.
Let's have a show. #TC, #Sportswear, #DTV, the shoe.
Wow. So Josh riled
Absolutely.
and ready.
Love it there, dude.
And he says, "You know me so well, Michael."
Yeah.
So he's fired up for that. And we got UCONN versus Northwestern going to be tipping off. I know the original time was 7:45. Did they move it back?
Not that I know of right now, currently.
That's at Barclays Center. I think Mark is there, actually. Mark and Mike.
No kidding.
Yeah. And Matthew is en route.
Let's go,
Bernie
baby.
says, "Yo, what's up, fellas?" And he says, do we have that here?
We do not have the Let's Go on this board.
Oh, that's
Definitely
what it is.
not, dude.
I was just trying to do a nice segue for Michael.
Give me the Mets.
But he says,
Bernie.
"Let's go." Yeah. So obviously Bernie fired up. And I just wanted to check start time for that game if it's changed at all. So as of now, it's saying 7:45, but I would imagine. Let's see. So, okay. So there hasn't been an East Region game yet, so that should tip off on time. Then.
Tony's favorite team.
Baby. UConn, her team. Yep.
And then Josh B riled saying, "Can't wait to see you, Matty G." And then Bernie says, "Boo, he misses the bite, Michael."
Talk to this dude.
Tony, what happened to the bite?
The bite man.
This is the away
But
roadcaster
doesn't Let's
thing.
go back to
Yeah,
3
it's
years
one of
ago?
the
No?
first things.
Really?
Yeah, but
It's not on there? You sure it's not on there then?
you know what, baby?
Let's go! Did I know a thing or two, or did I
I guess
know
you
You
did,
knew
dude.
it.
You knew more than Michael.
So that's obviously crazy. And then also, we're going to have live play-by-play of my last fantasy baseball draft.
Dude,
Which is
let's
exciting.
freaking go, dude. I'm actually kind of riled for that.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, Riley was talking mad.
Riley was talking
dude.
mad shit, dude.
He's got the best team in the draft with you guys. He's junking on Tony's picks.
Then he went back and was like, "Yo, I have no idea how to draft. It's my first time ever, and I didn't realize you guys were like, there's like how much saves mean or whatever."
He's claiming that he's never done a fantasy draft
for football. I mean, for baseball rather.
Look at the next comment.
That's what he said, dude.
And then. Wow, Sandy with the comment.
Yeah.
What do we got, Michael?
She says, "Yeah, Bianca and I are here. Can't wait for the game."
Yeah,
let's go. Josh B saying yes, fantasy baseball. And then Matthew, a couple words, Michael.
Same here, Josh. And then Matthew also adds, "Riley's nothing but a young fool."
What I was gonna say. Well, first, kind of underrated. I feel like nobody mentioned it. Right. Me and Josh B, week 1 fantasy. Like it already technically started.
Oh wait, really?
With the Korea games.
That's kind of sick. I actually don't even know who I'm playing right now.
And that was
it was no one that I know.
I feel like you're so much more riled than you anticipated going into the fantasy draft.
I'm a little nervous, to be honest.
Nervous, but I feel like you're riled.
Oh, no, I am definitely riled. I want to do well. I want to perform here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in last place.
And it was there. Like, did the draft go other than like the whole glass now thing? Did it go like how you wanted? Were you a little disappointed? I mean, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I definitely was a little disappointed because again, there were several moments where I was like, "Oh, this is the guy I'm going to pick," and then right before I'm able to go up, like someone else, like either 2 or 3 picks ahead of me had picked him up. But nonetheless, I think I did get a pretty good team. Not gonna lie, Riley kind of rattled me a little bit when he came in hot at the sports.
Yankees win.
But I think I drafted some good guys. I don't know. I think time will tell, and then I got a lot of good pitchers. I feel too, so I think it'll be fine.
It's one of those things, especially when you have multiple teams. Like it's like you just can't wait for the season to start. Like, it's like the preseason hype. Everything looks good.
Right.
What's gonna happen?
Like you have multiple teams, obviously, right? Yeah. But I mean, like in each draft, do you say, "Oh, I drafted, this guy in this league. Let me get somebody else." No, it's the same strategy every single week.
Right, because the thing is, if you know what you're doing, you hit on a guy. And one guy I think I picked twice, possibly 3 times, was O'Neal Cruz. I was talking to you earlier today about the the 7 home runs in spring training, coming off the injury, but it's just a guy. That's had a lot of hype for a while, and I really think he's gonna have a great year. And the Pirates could be sneaky good.
Hell yeah, dude! No, I totally agree.
So that's exciting stuff. What do you think about Josh B? Kind of talking shit here, saying you're going down B.
I mean, what do you expect? Obviously, he's gonna be keep it competitive. It's not gonna be have a good game.
Yeah, pat on the back.
Absolutely not, dude. Wait till you play Kev do.
But Josh also complimenting you, Tony. Said for doing Binge Bunnies a draft, you did very well.
Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, it was definitely tough. There were some times where Manny was talking to me, and I just wasn't listening at all.
Yeah. Oh man,
gosh,
that's funny.
So funny.
So obviously a lot of March Madness to talk about, Rangers to talk about. But before we do that, just wanted to give a shout out. How about Peter Malnati, Tony, winning the Valspar Championship and snapping an 8-year winless streak? Pretty impressive, especially a tournament here. Obviously this wasn't a major championship field, but at the same time, a lot of big names like Xander, like JT, like Spieth, who missed the cut.
Right.
There were some talented golfers in this field. So for Peter Malnati to win this tournament at 12 under and duke out Cameron Young at the end there, pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, you said it. I forget what tournament he won way back in 2015. But nonetheless, I mean, you said it. He had a significant drought. Even this year, nothing great. Look at some of his results. Started the season off with back-to-back cuts, Michael, and then tied 14th Pebble Beach, cut at the Phoenix Open, tied 9th in the Cognizant Classic, but then 68th at the Players. And obviously pulled out, a rabbit out of his hat, Michael, this weekend. But I don't know. I mean, definitely someone who's
good.
Not on our radar at all. I was definitely surprised. But hey, man, came down to the big hole here. What he birdied, I think 18, right? And Young bogeyed. I mean, that's exactly what Peter needed to do. It's exactly what Peter needed to win. So, I mean, obviously, kudos to him. Coming in at 12 under, which was, I think, basically where we had our champions coming up. So obviously a good tournament all around. Xander, my guy, coming in the top 5.
And really with a torrid finish because he struggled, opened with a 68, but then went 72, 71, rallied for a 65 today.
which I guess is good. I mean, I definitely was hyped with round one, and then looking at his weekend, I was like, yo, what are you doing? But like you said, finish strong. Maybe he can take this momentum into next weekend. But I guess time will tell there. But I don't know. What do you think about Peter here?
Yeah, I mean, 36 years old.
Yeah.
The last time he won was the Sanderson Farms in 2015. So obviously,
Sanderson,
long time ago. Mr. Poo-Poo. And you really look at it too, for being 36 years old, he's actually never made the cut at a major championship. So
that's crazy.
Really still, searching to find, his footing. This was his second PGA Tour career win. He also won on web.com and some amateur tournaments, e-golf professionals. So really hasn't done too much winning, but wins here. And it really kind of continues the theme this year. We've definitely had more surprise, low-key winners this year than we've had the established winners. I mean, I know obviously before this, Scotty did win back-to-back.
But still.
But we've had so many different guys win tournaments this year, whether it's Andrew Novak, at the Phoenix Open, and then what was it?
Sony.
Andrew Knapp at the Mexico Open.
Okay,
and who was the Sony?
Who won Sony? Was it Sam? Andrew Knapp was Alabama, the Alabama kid?
I think so. Come on, Tony.
I don't think Andrew Knapp is.
No, it's Andrew Novak and then
Andrew Novak
Peter,
and then Sam Knapp. I don't know.
Or is it Andrew Knapp?
Wow, dude, we should be better at this. Of course, the Wi-Fi, dudes.
That's why you go your phone. Oh, Jake Knapp.
Jake Knapp.
Open.
Wing Scap, dude. And Kirk won the Century. Sony Open was Murray.
Grayson Murray. Yeah.
Amex was Nick Dunlap. That's the Alabama
That's the
kid.
guy you were thinking of.
Yeah.
So, it's been kind of a mixed bag this year.
And then
Obviously, Hideki won the Genesis.
The French dude won. Who's that French guy? First Frenchman to ever win.
Come on, Tony.
Oh,
come on, Tony.
Oh, god dang, dudes. First Frenchman to ever win the Genesis Phoenix.
Tour. No, it wasn't the Phoenix.
It was the Farmers, dude, and it was Pavone.
Oh, Matthew Pavone.
Dude.
Gotcha. But yeah, nevertheless, impressive stuff out of him. So we'll see, if this is a one-off scenario or, it continues some momentum.
I think
as
we may have a phone
closer
call.
and closer to major season. Do we know who the phone call is from, Michael?
Negative.
Says Ryan Boyd.
That is a company, a Jace member for sure. Boyd. Mr. Boyd? Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Tony and Barnes and Mike, and you're live on the sports board.
Oh, shit. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I just got a text message from Josh. Shout out to the president of the company, Jay.
Wow. Shout out.
Big shout out to the company of Jace.
He said you guys are talking golf. I wasn't listening, but he told me to chime in. So what are you guys chatting about? What are you chopping it up about?
We were really just talking about how this year there's been a lot of, whether it's first-time winners or just unexpected winners, and how the theme continued today with Molinari, and how major season is going to be here before we know it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
You have any thoughts, with the Masters coming up and major season? Anybody you got your eye on?
Well, we know we all have our eye on one guy who's coming back for the Masters. You know who he is, the one and only.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously love seeing Tiger play, but I have to say, I think I've lost all confidence in terms of him doing anything at this point. I want to see it more than anything, but I just don't know if we're – I don't even have confidence, Tony, of him playing 4 days in a row.
Really? Yeah, I mean, I guess if anything has shown us, it has been that clearly his injuries, where he is physically right now is just –
do you think it's
not where he needs to be?
The injury is too much? You think?
It seems like it, right? I mean,
the final KO.
I mean, the man is clearly wincing up at his tee. He can barely walk the course for the whole weekend. I mean, it certainly
breaks my heart.
It really does, and that's all. And you can only imagine. I mean, this man is still trying to compete. He's got to be in an immense amount of pain for him to even consider, not finishing. You know?
I mean, he's in the Masters field. We'll see what happens. He hasn't missed the cut at Augusta before, which is impressive. Even gutting through it last year before ultimately withdrawing. But I have to say, if I had to put in a wager right now, I would say he either misses the cut or doesn't finish the weekend. I hope we see something different. But at least I do have to say, Tony, because of this live scenario, I feel like I still have a lot of juice to see Rahm and Koepka and Cam Smith and Bryson DeChambeau, what they're going to do. Can Phil follow up, a second place finish at the Masters last year?
I mean, I think if there's anything that last year has shown us is that the fact that these guys went to go play for live doesn't mean they haven't been competitive with each other. Doesn't mean they haven't been working on their game. They've really, for the most part, all of these golfers have not been complacent. If anything, it seems like that the fact that they do play for live and come in for just these majors, it really lights an extra fire underneath them to make sure, I'm still a top golfer in the world. I can win majors. Doesn't matter what league I play for. I'm still a great golfer. So I'm just as excited as you are to see the outcome.
Yeah.
You guys are cool with the live golf tour? You guys are cool with all that?
No. We hate it.
Yeah.
But
I'm just asking.
Yeah. We just, I think like most people, we just want to see all the best golfers playing together.
You want to see all the best golfers playing for the best trophies.
And, I get it, why they would go play for live. I mean, I understand the discrepancy between, players and the PGA. I mean, like in any other league, you see players trying to fight for whatever it is, either higher purses or just bigger salaries around different sports. So I get the stand they're trying to make. Because it is tough. I mean, the PGA, that committee shouldn't have just an absolute monopoly over where these golfers can play and how they can treat them. But at the same time, obviously the implications with who runs, live tour and everything like that. I mean, there certainly are moral and ethical arguments you could say for some of these golfers when, how they're getting their money, where that money is coming from. But I mean, nonetheless,
you would think.
Huh?
You would think.
Yeah, no, I mean, you would, and it's interesting because, I have been, trying to, finish full swing in the second season here. It's at what point, is this merger going to happen? I mean, it's just so up in the air and annoying.
It's going to happen, though. And, you saw the thing
about
Tiger.
Do you think Phil Mickelson would have joined Liv? I'm sorry. Do you think Phil Mickelson would have joined Liv if he wasn't a fucking? Can I curse?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. I'm sorry. I don't want to disrespect the show. If he wasn't a fucking gambling addict, I mean, come on, dude.
Probably not.
Probably not. And the thing is, it took him to then get DJ there and then have Brooks come and then Cam Smith. So it was a domino effect. At first, there wasn't a lot of talented golfers, and then everybody kind of followed suit. And for the most part, it was the guys that seemed like they were past the pinnacle of their career, but then you saw Rahm and Smith and DeChambeau go, so that kind of changed.
When I saw Rahm join, I was like, oh, fuck, man. We're in trouble.
But I think within the next 2 years, all the suspensions, the controversy will all be over. We shouldn't have to wait that long, but I think it could take that long. I think between 1 and 2 years, Matthew, about to walk in from the frigid outdoors, blew up the football with his pump.
Wow.
And we were talking about that before.
Matthew,
what a time
in the building.
Sasko throwing the ball around. What about our legendary 2-on-2 with
It's
the
coming back
QB?
This summer. It's coming back this
Was
summer.
that 2 years ago or 3 years ago, fellas?
3 years ago, probably. But basketball has to take precedent. I don't care. We have to do
So
basketball.
you don't like the touch
Wakeman,
football?
No,
Jeff.
I love touch football, but I want basketball.
Real quick on Tiger
You did it,
Woods.
Flo.
What do you got? What do you got, Michael?
Sorry.
Biggest comeback ever. You're going to see him dominate the scene and shut up everyone, just like I called out Giancarlo having a comeback season.
Giancarlo?
Wow. I mean, hey.
I like it, Michael. I like it.
Thank you.
Hey, boys.
Am
That's a
I
little hot.
late to the party? Because I was just looking at the comments. I didn't realize this is Saul.
It
Yeah,
is Saul.
Saul.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
I don't know why. I just didn't realize right away. I don't know if I'm late to the party. Like I
Dude,
said.
finally, by the way, Saul, I think after the
Damn,
watch
you're getting
party
smacked.
we had for the Rangers Islanders, Saul tried to call into every other show we had besides the sports board, and is like,
Yeah.
where's the sports?
Yes.
Man, he's going to the gaming corner. You talking sports yet? That was so funny. So glad that Saul can finally get in the line here and have an extended convo.
Saul.
Yes.
I'm glad to be on, man. It's fucking good shit. I love chopping it up.
Of course,
Four folks.
Throw a couple
Yeah.
shekels up
Dude.
there. Could be a nice payday.
How about them
That's right.
fucking
That's
Rangers,
right.
Saul? Huh, Saul?
Gamble it.
How about last night, boy?
Yeah, that was
baby,
great.
what
That
a
was great.
thriller.
Fuck off. Let's start talking some fucking hockey.
Wow. I'm actually going to the game on Tuesday, Saul.
Oh, geez.
First one in 2 years.
On Tuesday.
One of the guys in the company at Jace was at the game last night, and it was electric.
Oh my god, I bet. Yeah, I know. A few of my friends were there too. They said it was unbelievable.
I mean, if everything goes right, that should be the conference final matchup.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, right now we have the number 1 overall seed.
that's correct.
You
That's
guys
right.
got to talk to Josh. I'm sure he's listening right now. You guys got to talk to Josh, and we got to get a playoff date where we're coming. The company's coming.
That
Yeah.
would be sick, dude.
And maybe we
For a
can get
fucking
DNR
hockey playoff
to
game.
sponsor the suite. You know,
That would be sick. Yeah, DNR sponsors us.
talk to
That'd be
RJ.
awesome. Yeah.
You know,
RJ,
Sandy.
how are you?
That would be sick.
And I was just gonna ask you, Saul. You were
Yes,
you were
sir.
talking about golf. Do you play yourself regularly or here and there?
I haven't played in a while, but I can play. Yeah.
Okay. So back in the day, you used to play like a decent amount.
The best round I ever shot was a 79.
Wow, dude.
I think
That's
that's
really
pretty
good.
good.
Better than me. Way better.
Best round I've ever shot is a 103.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
2016.
This year, though, easily
Yeah, break
breaking
it.
that.
I'm
dude.
trying to break
We're
100
all gonna
this
have
summer.
career highs.
Yeah,
Here's the
absolutely.
thing. I don't hit it far. I hit it straight, and I roll putt.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of rolling putt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's manageable golf right there.
Very
That's-
nice.
My favorite thing. My favorite thing is rolling putt.
that's how you do it.
Love it. I will say, short game was I was pretty pumped about that last summer.
Yeah,
Remember I hit a couple like long ones.
Long putts.
At Mahagan.
Yeah, at Mohegan. Yeah. That was
Mohegan.
It's gonna be sick to go back there. Boys.
Yeah, that's gonna be a time.
Dude, I can't wait for that.
When I get inside 100 yards, it starts to move a little. I get excited, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
Absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
And one last question for you, Saul. With the tournament, now do you have a favorite team?
Not a big college basketball guy.
Really?
Sorry to disappoint. Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean
Wow.
we don't really even college.
I know. I
too much,
can't
but-
lie to you. I'm not going to be a phony.
But we
Good for
definitely root for UConn. That's for sure. So pump for that game to
Well,
start.
yep.
About 23 minutes.
Here's a
so.
favorite. And didn't Calipari's team get smoked?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a completely different.
Didn't get
scenario.
smoked. They lost by
that
4,
was
but it's just
but
embarrassing.
that's like a back and buster, right? The fucking,
Yeah, no, that whole situation's messed up.
We had
He
them in
might
the
get
finals, Saul. We had them in our final in our
Thanks to Michael
bracket playing
Butka.
playing
Oh,
UConn,
no.
and they let us down
Yeah.
miserably.
But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
nothing.
But no, really appreciate you calling in, and we'll definitely talk to you again soon, Saul.
It's all peace, man.
Anytime. Josh didn't think I would do it. He doesn't understand who I am.
Yeah.
But I do it.
Yeah, fuck Josh.
Prove him wrong, dude. Prove him wrong.
No, Josh is the best, man. Come on.
Absolutely,
I love Josh.
Josh Big Bo.
Brother from another mother.
That's right.
100%.
Good stuff. Saul Goodman.
All right, man.
All right,
Thanks
have
for
a
having
good
me on,
night,
guys.
Saul.
Have a great day.
We'll talk
Later,
to you soon.
Saul.
All right. God bless, boys.
You too,
You
dude.
too. So great,
Nice.
great having Saul call in there for a second. I was just going to mention to close out the golf conversation here. We do have Texas Children's Houston Open, Houston, Texas, next week, Memorial Park Golf Course, and we actually have Scotty in the field, the Texas native, as long as Wyndham Clark, Sahith Thagala, Jason Day, Tony Finau. So back-to-back fields, even though these aren't elevated events. I mean, that's still pretty good to have those guys in the field.
Think Tony takes it?
No, Scotty. Man
I'm
on
picking.
fire.
I'm picking.
Wow.
Rory. I'm picking Rory.
Not in the fields. How about
Are
that?
you kidding?
No, because this isn't like a big tournament.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Okay.
kinda-
Okay.
It's kind of crazy that Scotty's in it.
But it's just because I think he's literally from Houston.
You think he's gonna like absolutely?
Or is he
like,
from Dallas? I feel
Is
like he's
Jason
from
Day in it?
Dallas. Yeah.
I'm picking Day.
Yeah. I mean, he's been definitely improving the last couple of years after struggling a little bit.
Scotty?
Yeah.
Wow, and Bernie calling out Kev Dew says, "Wait, we got to get a football game. Gonna happen. Count me in, please. Kev Dew, guard up."
Wow, dude.
Holy
I mean, let's just say I hope
Calling
that
for it,
Kev
dude.
Dew is better at touch football than he is at Madden.
100%. I gotta say too. I gotta say, be careful what you wish for because this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Renee, yeah, definitely is good
Renee.
too.
We
Five,
will
yeah.
take anybody on, and
Defensive Player of the Year,
You
2002,
you will get the smoke.
something like that. Yes.
Am I wrong?
Kev Du will be putting respect on our name.
Obviously,
Kev Du will be kicking rocks.
that's right.
Yes.
And Brian
Respectfully.
told you we had first day of spring training with the R&R workout, dude.
Rest and recovery.
No,
No, they're throwing
we
the
call-
ball around. Yeah.
running the routes.
R&R.
Routes and
We're trying to come up with a name for that. For that like route running game.
Okay.
We said double R, right?
Double
Yeah.
RRG, double RG.
I don't know what the other R was for.
Or route
Route
running.
Oh, route running. Gotcha.
R
We-
squared.
it's in the works. Like,
Yeah, we
come
can
up with
figure it
something
out,
cooler
dude.
than that.
R&R, yeah.
What do you
Okay.
think? Michael,
What was that?
what do you think?
Michael?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. And we have a lot of stuff to discuss. Obviously, UConn tipping off in about 20 minutes. But while we have Matthew here, I feel like it's good, Michael, if we could start in the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it, Tony. Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So a lot to discuss, with opening day around the corner on Thursday. But the first thing I wanted to talk about, and I know me and you, Tony, we've talked about it briefly, but we haven't really brought in Matt on this, is the whole Ohtani thing. What do you think about it?
So funny.
I think it's a degenerate.
No, but
game.
really, though? You really think that's what it is?
I think they were in it together, and that dude was just making all the bets.
Yeah.
So Ohtani would
Absolutely,
get
dude.
Yeah.
caught. That's it.
Has to be.
There's no other
Dude,
thing.
Anita was talking about it
There's no
this
other
morning.
Anita was probably
Dude,
so bad.
Anita was, dude, literally.
she can relate.
No, she was like, I know gambling. I was calling in my grandfather's bookies bets at 10 years old. And she goes, what's probably the most suspicious to me is that the translator's salary for the Angels was like $80,000 a year.
Dude.
And it's like no bookie is going to be like putting up that much credit to a guy.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Oh, you work for this person. Well,
Doesn't
you don't have the
matter,
money.
dude.
It's not your
Yeah,
money.
it's not your
Honestly,
money,
it's just
bro.
also lame as fuck, dude, that California doesn't have legal gambling, dude. Like, go figure, dude. California, of all
Yeah,
places,
true, dude. Of
bunch
all places,
losers.
That's where they draw the line.
So, but I really do think that
Bye.
they're in it together,
yeah, no, definitely.
and that dude's just placing the bets.
Where
That's
there's
it.
smoke, there's
He's
fire.
gonna take the fall, and
Yeah.
I think Ohtani won't get in one lick of trouble because baseball feels like they need it.
Oh, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
no
I think so.
doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
No
Which
doubt.
is so
Ridiculous and a double standard. Because it was somebody else, it was somebody marginal, Tony. They would be
Yes.
banned for life like Pete Rose.
Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous. And then you always bring up Pete Rose because, I mean, he's someone who's got the front end of the stick.
And the thing is, it
something
wasn't
like
even
that,
when he was
dude. And
playing
when-
when he's kicked out of the Hall of Fame.
yeah.
It was when he was managing.
Literally. So absolutely ridiculous.
Horseshit.
And it is horseshit, hypocritical of the league.
Yep.
It's honestly greedy. It's disingenuous, and it's just unfair, dude. This guy got to make it go to jail, to be honest.
And we've
dude.
seen somebody
no.
taking the fall.
No, because we were talking about the suit. We didn't know why. Oh, why is he in trouble? It's because it's wire fraud.
Why, yeah.
His name is on the wire transfer.
Yeah.
Like, what an
So,
idiot,
dude, 100%. We know what this
Yeah.
is. Like, they're gonna try. They're figuring it out now. What they're
Yeah.
gonna say
Mhm.
because this is a tandem effort, dude. In it together.
Oh, yeah.
Ohtani, they're in cahoots, dude.
Mhm.
And this, what's his name? What's his name?
The translator?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even
Yeah, I
know.
have no idea.
Ishinawa
I can
or
botch
something.
the pronunciation.
Yeah, but
sure.
but it's also like it's weird that the team made him he's an employee of the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And
now
he
he
Angels?
gets paid like $1 million
Well, now
a
they
year
fired
now.
him, though.
Well, yeah.
But he was. But that's so odd, dude.
Yeah, well, technically, because
I
I guess he's employed by the team rather than being employed by
By
Ohtani,
Ohtani.
which
Yeah.
is whatever.
So I guess what's the difference? Is it would just be like that? Oh, he gets paid by the Dodgers and not Ohtani.
As opposed to Ohtani, which makes sense.
He's basically
why,
Ohtani's personal assistant.
right?
And they said he was his best friend.
Which is kind
Yeah,
of
they were
crazy,
tight
though.
like
You
forever.
guys see all the memes going around like Ohtani at the Lakers game, and you look at his face, and he's
Yeah.
bugging out about the game. And
Yo,
oh, he definitely
so
has a couple
funny.
of
Got
G's.
many.
yeah.
Throw a couple
Oh my
shekels
God,
up
dude.
there. It'd be a nice payday.
Michael, I feel like you have some story behind this. Give me something. I feel like this is up your alley. This whole situation.
Do you like to gamble?
No, I mean, I'm with Tony on this. He needs to be plugged.
No, what do you mean? No.
Porked?
Yeah, he needs to be porked.
No, but I mean, just like, but you're saying you think he's like a massive like sports gambler, like 100%.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Josh B?
Yes. Whoa.
Bro, what is that?
Double calls?
Josh B? Or no?
Josh Binu.
Is this Josh?
George?
Yo,
Yeah, dude.
Yo!
What up, bro?
what up, Matty G?
What up,
Vaughn,
Josh
Tony,
B,
Michael, Renee? What is up, fam?
Joshy B.
What's going
what is
on,
good?
brother?
What's up, dude?
Not much. I had to chime in because I feel
Yes.
like you guys didn't hear about this post from this gentleman, Timmy Smokes,
Jimmy Smokes.
about this Otani situation.
No.
what did he
Who's,
say?
who's Jimmy Smokes, though?
Timmy with a T.
Timmy. T as in Tom.
Got you.
So he's saying
Or
that
Timmy.
Otani, he's talking about Otani throwing games.
No, stop it.
When did this come out? Today?
2 days ago.
Okay.
But I don't understand. Like,
So
when he
July
pitched,
22nd, a bet of $1 million was placed for the Atlanta Braves to score over 6.5 runs against the Angels, parlayed with Braves minus 3.5. The bet was placed with a bookie in Mizusawa, Shohei's hometown, the pitcher for the Angels.
Wow.
he pitched that game.
That day, Shohei's stats for the day were 6 in the third innings pitched, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, and a walk. At the plate, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts.
Dude.
That's very
I'll
suspicious.
let you.
Wow, dude.
But who is this person?
Timmy?
though?
Who is this Timmy Smokes?
Right, that's the only thing I'm gonna say. But you could look this stuff up. I feel like somebody wouldn't post something like this
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
it,
he did
you
the
know what I mean?
homework
Like
part.
you could
This is real
research
shit.
this.
No, but
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean? Like,
it's
you
just
can
it's so
research
hard to decipher these days. I
No,
mean,
not anymore. That was this.
Stop it, dude.
You wanted the answer. Here it is.
That's
Joshy
we've
B.
Josh,
I'm
so-
trying to
so-
think of the word for this, but
Wait, so Josh, you basically you agree with what we're saying, right? Like they're in cahoots, him and this guy. The interpreter's just placing the bets, but Otani's they're making the decisions together, for sure.
In my opinion, yeah, because these guys. Look at Floyd. Look at all these guys that gamble. Look at all these guys that are being suspended in the NFL. They all gamble, man. They've been doing it way before it was legal.
Yeah, dude.
But don't you agree though that we're saying that nothing is going to come of this? They're going to just cover it up.
No, I mean,
Kept
depends
you
on what
saying
this stuff
Otani
is,
getting
how-
Pete
and how
Rose.
they- Yeah, he might get Pete Rose. If all this stuff
But I
is
feel
true,
like Manfred
Thank God the Yankees
just
didn't
is
get
going
him.
to do whatever it takes to prevent that.
Tough.
I'll say this: if they were going to try and do that, then they wouldn't have an investigation out on him right now.
They're gonna cover it up. He's not. I don't think. I think that he could get Pete Rose. Like that's that. It's gonna be to that magnitude, but they'll dance around it and they'll spin it, and he won't get kicked out.
I know.
Even though he did it. Though.
Yeah.
They're going to all put it on the translator.
It's kind of
they're in it
they are
together.
going to put on a translator.
They're in it together.
Dude, and I'm actually looking at this game that Josh was talking about.
Yeah.
Way back on the 22nd.
Of what year?
This past season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Braves ended up winning
Nope.
8-1. Otani had a great first 6 innings. 7th inning imploded. Gave up 7 runs.
The only thing with that, like I said, obviously it just depends on the source.
Right.
But the Braves are nasty where all of this could have happened.
Yeah,
It's just really
very
just-
true. But again, I mean, I don't know. I think it's more suspicious that he gave up 7 runs in 1 inning,
The
though.
bet was placed.
Because I feel like he may have, dude, the bet was placed.
He did.
A monster has been unleashed in Michael.
So, yeah, he probably thought, like, oh, let me pitch normally.
Yes.
See what
And I'll
happens.
implode.
And if it
later
has
on.
to come down to it, I'm
Yes,
going to
I will
absolutely, dude. And he imploded big time. 7 runs in 1 inning, Josh? That seems kind of
But it
suspicious.
is the Braves, no?
Absolutely. If you want,
but
look at
it-
July
but
4th,
no.
But it's
2023.
It is the Braves. But again, like,
But Otani's
so, like,
nasty.
what if, like, again, like, think about it now. Like, from Otani's perspective, maybe, like, how would he have known giving up, 3 runs? Maybe he would have been pulled out of the game, you know?
Thank you.
I don't know.
It's Otani,
It's
they're going to give him the leeway.
I mean, maybe the Angels went on it too.
Could be.
Oh my God! You think it's an organizational
An
thing?
indictment of the whole. I mean, dude, think about the Angels too with Tyler Skaggs, dude.
Oh, dude,
Like they're not
Yeah.
like
They're
a
sketchy.
legit-
They're
they're
sketchy.
so
They're
sketchy,
sketchy.
bro. Like, what the fuck, man? This is not good.
Are we thinking just
Not
because
good.
the UConn game tips off in 10 minutes, and while we have Josh, we can see if he can answer this question, that we ask the first trivia question or no? What do we think?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do
Michael,
it, dude.
you ready
I'm
for
in.
it?
Now.
Let's see if
All
I can do
right.
it.
So, first trivia question here. Who is with UConn looking to repeat, who is the last men's college basketball team to repeat, and what were the years?
Oh my
Do
God.
you want to go first or you want me to go?
It was like
want me to go
06, 07, I think.
Oh, Dean.
Dean knows it. Dean,
Dean
definitely
knows
knows it, dude.
Get Dean on it.
What do we got?
Opening.
I didn't hear him.
Florida.
Hold on, we got. Hold on.
In what year?
Wait, get the mic.
We got it. Get the
2000
mic.
what?
The microphone.
Dean, the mic.
The
mic,
What
Dean.
was the? Yes. So 2000. God,
Sorry about that.
No,
What
you're
am I
good.
saying?
we just what the answer to the trivia question?
I won?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
No, yes.
No, you gotta say it though. You gotta
Say the
say it.
answer.
What's the
I don't
answer?
drink. So give it to somebody else.
No,
No,
what's the
what's no, just the answer to the question. What is the
Oh, the answer was Florida.
Florida in
What
the
year?
years?
I
What-
think I got the year right too. 2007.
Yeah, it was 06 and 07,
Yeah.
the back-to-back
There he
years.
is.
All right.
Dean. Say it first.
Hitting it on the head.
Nice.
That was
Sorry,
probably the
Josh, you
quickest
snooze, you lose.
trivia
right.
question was answered.
Yeah, that's right,
Great
Josh.
job there by
All right,
Dean.
Josh,
Yeah.
sit down,
Doing a
Josh.
great job on the bar.
Those teams they had Joakim Noah, Corey Brewer, and who's the third guy?
Dean.
Al Horford.
Al
Torian.
Horford,
No,
wow.
but didn't they have Torian
Yes.
Green, the point guard, too? And
I
they
don't
had
know.
Lee Humphrey, who knocked down three-pointers.
No,
Mike,
Yes,
I know
Michael.
you remember.
I just remember those three.
Torian Green was the point guard.
I just remember those three.
Now, Josh, I feel like I've never asked you about this because we're always talking about whether it's
I
the
need a straw.
Yankees or the Jets or whatever. Rangers, of course. Were you ever? Oh wow! Okay. And how did he get into the target?
Yeah, but I still think like
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I feel like you would like. Listen, have you been to Chapel Hill ever? So I've been there a couple of times. They have this Franklin Street right next to campus. Really great area. And also on campus, I visited the arena where they play basketball, and they also have a free Tar Heels Hall of Fame. Yeah, no, I probably still have some on my phone. And like, it was cool. Every first round pick they have up on a board in their Hall of Fame. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. And every time I go there, I always think like, wow, it would have been awesome. What?
Yeah, that's how I felt at UB.
And it's pretty cool because my sister lives in North Carolina, and it's like 20 minutes from here. We've been there already. And she actually and then we checked out two, obviously a big rival. But I haven't been too keen on. I know obviously UNC's number one seed. What's your opinion on the team this year?
I mean, they had the Raiders. I mean, what they had in gold a few years ago. I like they kind of, I think every year I do ranking the first thing I wow.
No wonder you don't win.
Impressive turnaround. All the hype last year, preseason number one, missing the tournament altogether, and then to come back being number one seed this year.
We lost.
Yes.
I don't see X on here.
I just. So I think Carl Anthony Towns' brother played his 7th basketball season this year.
You were on X.
7 pounds. 7.
And the trivia.
I know he originally was on
Trivia's
Harvard
done.
back in 2016, and then I forgot what team it was. I forgot what team it was. Yeah. But I have to say I do hate when it's what's just happened in college, whether it's the NIL, whether it's the conference realignment, the elimination of the Pac-12. I think is the worst thing. What are you gonna do, right? I actually have one.
Otani would bet. Otani would bet. We know that. Yo, Josh, this is crazy with Otani. Maybe Josh, there's no way Otani doesn't know about that he's like taking his money without him knowing. No way.
On July 4th, 2023, I lost 5 games in the Chicago. Which is the 5 games, 7 games, 5 runs, 5 games, 4 walks.
Renee, you can move him off him.
And it looks like, I mean, it was basically early and often.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, 5 and 4, 6, back to back. Shohei, only 4.5 points allowed. But it might also be Shohei under 219 and
Dude, that's so sad. The only thing that those guys.
Maybe none. Nope, I checked.
Like you can't make those guys. Josh, call him back.
don't answer. Don't bring him back. He hung up.
He did it. How dare he?
Hang up.
Yes, you did, Josh.
Well,
Josh.
You know what's interesting? I mentioned this before back on this stuff is I almost wonder if he deferred all that money so he doesn't gamble it all away. Well, I guess it's like a pitch. I just don't think it. I really don't. As bad as it sounds, without bullshit. Yeah, but then again, but how many like Manfred, the world we live in?
Yeah. They'll spin it. Yeah. It's fine, I guess. But dude, I don't know. How do you feel about it playing?
Like, is he your least favorite player?
Yeah, loser rap.
Dodge the bullets
And Yankees.
Josh, there's one thing you can show here that he's healed. You're still kind of living.
That Josh, am I wrong about this guy? Nobody brings this up.
like or love and breathe, die. Michael Steven and Mohegan late night.
Monkey. That's their thing. That's what they say.
Yes.
Who doesn't like to gamble a little bit, you know?
Right. But that's part of their culture.
Absolutely right.
But now, Josh, what are your thoughts? Obviously, we got opening day Thursday. Obviously, we've talked a lot about the Yankees leading up to this point, but now that we're approaching opening day, how you feeling? Like, what are your thoughts? You think Nate's Heal, the fifth starter, which I think is a good move. And where are you right now with everything?
DJ already not healthy. We're already working about judging wins and.
But are we not better off without DJ? The way he's hitting us. Definitely Peraza was healthy. I really think out a little while. I'll even take Kivas or as well as Cabrera. I really think he gets cooked.
What about
Cabrera. Say that again? Yeah. No, Gio, hands down, way better than he did there. I know, and then just some injuries, and that was it. Now, this reporter on Cole, is his name happen to be Kevin Dewar?
Oh, shots fired.
There's your smoke, Kevin Dude. There's your smoke, bud. But Josh, also, dude, it's got to be done with you. Would you kind of rather just have it done now, just get it over with? Just do it. Just have to figure it out.
Live and die with the gamble.
Go gamble it. This could be a big week. Oh yeah, of course, this is opening day. And I'm really excited for Fulton. I feel like he had a great spring. I really think he's looking to kind of really improve. He had the fielding down last year, the power, the stolen bases. All it is now is
Yeah, Josh, you already fixed the swing. You had the farm, fixed the swing, with Mr. Wells. How are you?
And I know it goes against what the Yankees do, but I really think they're going to send him more on the base. You just do that. Because I mean, it really is a shame for us. We just like never have anybody who can steal. Like we can never run it. I feel like, especially nowadays. I mean, I know like labor and jobs last couple years were so more with the rule changes and stuff. But we really, besides Volpe, no one else is really a base killer other than Braza. We always been starting to see some of the injuries list. I guess Trent Grisham is he gone a little bit too. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, he's been a guy, you know, I've been very, very down on the last couple of years, but maybe this is what he needed to do. Maybe he really got too bulky and just that didn't allow him to have a quicker practice. You know, I mean, he's still good in the spring. Yeah.
I told you.
Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. And then, you know, I know it's going to be a while, probably June if I had to guess, but really can't wait till business meetings.
That's the sign. That's the sign thing we have in the studio.
That's just the jersey.
We have the jersey. That's right. That's right. It's sick.
Well, yeah, Verdugo, you know, on a 1-year deal, and then really Stanton. I mean, I would definitely on board. If he hits 40 this year, definitely trade him. Get rid of him. Like, even though he needs some stuff. I think he would to go to the Dodgers and then Otani gets suspended. But you really think 40 with 50% retention? I really think you would. I think the Dodgers.
Miami.
The Dodgers or the Giants. The Giants. Probably have to. But then again, I guess you might as well keep it. But I just would be nervous that it's just like it's not good. It's like I don't know. Are you? How do you feel? You optimistic? Oh yeah, I think it's great.
Oh yeah, Matty. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Slim up, prim up. That's right. He is. He did the mobility routine. Tell him.
But no, it just seems like mobility there.
Tony would disagree. He's like, dude,
I'm just so excited.
Yeah, left field.
I forgot, Jack.
Typical
Do you have
Yankee.
one other league besides our league?
Yeah, he is. You're a dynasty. Oh.
Yeah, the keeper league player on base. So it's like it really isn't. Oh, yeah, that boy, he talking about blowing.
Mark, what are you doing on your phone? Oh, well, update the fans.
Starter
Yeah, to any new fantasy draft people, what's your kind of strategy for someone just getting in, to baseball fantasy?
Veterans always have a lot of risk in terms of playing production and getting hurt.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm just so pumped.
It's pretty insane. Tony's looking at a Harper Roller jacket he likes. Yeah, it is a nice jacket.
But their service time and then no, but I honestly I am just kind of thinking of that. Not to say they're going to have a bad year, but I think after winning 100 games last year, hard for them not to have some level of Batista's out for the year, but yeah, I mean, like at some point, I think that really matters out. And then we have to know too. He's a solid.
Check the audio settings. I'm not getting bonded.
I really do think
Check the audio settings.
Depends on the level.
You can hum it in there, for probably one at bat.
But I don't think, Josh, anybody that's ever played for the Yankees blew it more. Maybe you want to say A-Rod, but then Robinson Cano.
Yeah, it was so rough when he went to Seattle, but he went for the money and
for the steroids.
It worked out better for us.
No, but I'm saying, not even about going to Seattle. I mean, obviously that was, but just the fact that he did steroids. He had such a pure swing, was such a pure hitter, was such a good fielder. But I feel like the problem was, and that's probably why he did steroids, he didn't want it enough.
Josh, how about the steroid ring in the clubhouse, dude? A-Rod, Melky, and Cano. Nice.
That's a good trio.
The steroid ring of honor, dude, in the Yankee clubhouse.
Steroid ring. Oh, great.
There it is.
I mean, yeah.
No,
but
good for them.
Look,
And one here for UConn. 4-0 early.
If David Ortiz is in the Hall of Fame.
Double standards. Such a double
Everybody
crazy.
should be in the Hall of Fame.
And then,
on the same list as A-Rod. Same list.
Also, it doesn't seem like he does the best things in the Dominican Republic, too. I don't know what that was all about.
Yo, when he got...
That was a cover-up. When I talk about
Yeah. Because he's El Jefe out there, bro.
Yeah,
he's in deep.
He said El Jefe.
That's right. He is. That bastard.
Right, 5-0 UConn. Now, Josh, fandom aside, if it was UConn matched up against UNC, how would you feel about your squad going up against ours?
Terrible.
We're not talking about the Yankees here. We're talking about UNC.
Terrible.
No, I know. Absolutely terrible.
Dude,
No, but I really think UConn is might be the best college team I've ever seen. If you just compare, I'm saying it the gap of them over the other schools. I don't know if we've seen that.
We'll see.
I mean,
The perfect example is the game that they played against
How can I
NC
help?
State.
So that was my
ACC,
robotic
here.
mistress.
Oh, you're talking about NC State beating UNC in the ACC tournament.
Right. You go back to that game, and they do that at the most perfect fucking times is when they play that way.
Good God.
So, no, I'm not confident for it.
Yeah.
Not down for it.
But I want to see it, though, because I feel like that would be probably the best competition
Epic
for them. I
matchup.
mean, I think they're better than Purdue and Houston. I don't know.
You think North Carolina?
Purdue's pretty beastly, though.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe Purdue, not Houston. I don't think Houston's pretty good.
They're both
though,
decent.
but those schools typically
Fail out.
fold in the NCAA tournament. That's right.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, look,
Gonna be a good
again,
tournament,
every year I take my bracket and I put UNC all the way through. So
Now, is anybody on their team going to be like a top 10, top 5 pick next year or no?
no.
Okay, so,
Nope.
and are they going to, do they have any seniors or is everybody like juniors and sophomores?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. I want to say Baycott is, he's got to be there, but I can't recall off the top of my head.
Yeah. No, and honestly, like, I've always respected what, whether it's Hubert or, what Roy Williams did, because I feel like, they would always have good recruits, but they usually wouldn't get the top 5, top 6 guys, like, in the whole country. It'd be more solid, like, program building. I know it's a little different with NIL, but I feel like they always just didn't have a solid program and didn't need the guy scoring 25 points a game.
Yeah. They really haven't had that one superstar guy like that this year. It's just more been a collective of the veterans, just playing well together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, come on, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
UConn up 9-2 here. I don't know how Northwestern even made it to the second round.
I mean, I think we can just call it at this point, right?
I honestly
Well,
wouldn't.
come on,
I
stop
just,
it, dude. Don't say
you-
that.
Ride it out, dude.
Tony is so tight about you guys.
He really is.
Yes.
Keep it going.
He really is.
dude. Just keep your foot
Just
on the
like,
gas.
come on, give me. I want some context.
You gotta step on their
why
throat,
you're
dude.
somewhat tight about you guys.
See, I'm really not that tight. It's you two trying to create this
Michael,
narrative.
do you buy it for a second?
Trying to create
Not
this
for 1
narrative.
second, Brian.
It's like, you're just like as if you're both two Skip Bayless.
I just think
coming together,
Wow.
and I am
Bayless?
Shannon
Wow.
Sharp.
Skip.
I'm Shannon Sharp, just trying to do my own thing.
Bayless sucks ass. He sucks ass.
You know who doesn't suck ass?
All
Shannon
right,
Sharp.
guys.
That's why.
Unfortunately, I was talking all show with you, but I got to go brush some teeth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, but
yeah.
thanks for
Make sure
calling
you
in,
floss.
Josh. Really appreciate it.
Anytime,
Josh, make
brother.
sure you floss.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure, guys.
Yeah, always a pleasure, dude.
Yes, dude.
Yes, dude.
Talk to you soon, brother.
Tony, I love you too, bro.
I do love you, Josh. Don't you worry.
No, Josh, he does it. He tells me after he gets off air, he doesn't
You and
like
I
you at
are
all.
gonna go
Tony
bowling
hates
together with
Josh,
nobody
hates
else.
UConn.
You and I are gonna go bowling together. No one else. Just you and I.
No, he said he
Oh,
didn't
I
ever do
can't
that.
wait.
Yes.
All
There'll
right,
be no distractions.
Good luck with your teeth, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Not my teeth.
All 32 of them.
Two sets of other teeth.
64.
Later, guys.
Peace, boy.
See you,
Later,
Josh.
Nice.
Later, Matty G.
Later, Josh, boy.
Yo, hang up the phone, dude.
And that is the one, the only Josh B.
TCA Prez.
What a call, though, honestly. Like, hard to replicate that call, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think we've had better calls than that, even from some of our very own.
Why are you looking at me?
Sorry, I can't hear you. What?
Why are you looking at me? Saul Good said sellout.
What was that, dude? Sorry.
Saul Good.
Saul Good was a great call, by the way.
He said sellout. I think he's talking to you, Tony.
I'm a sellout.
That's what he's saying.
What did I sell out to?
I have no idea what you're selling out to, baby.
What the hell?
Because of the UConn thing? He's got to be a big UConn guy, right? Even though he doesn't really
Long
follow college
Island?
basketball.
He's a Long Island guy.
So maybe
I don't
he's a
know.
sellout.
He's probably LIU.
LIU. Post.
Post?
Han guy.
Dude,
He's a Han guy.
I've won on LA
Han.
Post.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Cut the nets there.
Yeah.
Alan
If any
Hahn,
team
suck it.
could
That's
win
right.
the tournament that's in the field right now, who would it be for you?
I mean, again,
Again.
we picked UConn collectively, so I'm going to stick with
Even
that.
though our
choice.
bracket is shambles.
So
Michael
Focaccia,
Focaccia,
dude.
Thanks a lot,
I
Mike.
don't know if we could ever forgive him for that.
So, I mean, no. I
Where
mean,
is
honestly,
he?
like,
Is he here?
No, he's not here because he's probably got his tail between his legs right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's tight about Tatum.
Tight about Tatum, tight about the Lakers, tight about
Kentucky.
Kentucky. I mean, it's tough, dude. You can't win them all.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that he had to bring us down with him, but there's always next year's bracket, I guess, right?
Yeah,
that's correct.
What do you think, Brian? Though, of all anyone who's left, I mean, I guess other than UConn,
such a tough, real question.
Clemson?
Here. No, stop.
No.
They might even end up losing this game.
Really?
I mean, you never know.
Duke?
No, Duke has gotten lucky. They played Vermont and James Madison.
I've been hearing some rumblings that Purdue may be going all the way.
Stop. You're just saying that because I.
Oh no, actually, I'm pretty sure like 2 people in the grad program, even in my class too. Thursday night, Purdue, take it to the bank.
But honestly, you
Boilermakers,
want
right?
a team that no one's really saying, like other than UConn, I would say Gonzaga. Mark Few, the value of a coach. Tony.
They've been there.
Coach
They've been there.
Do they not historically kind of blow it though later in the
But they
tournament?
passed through the test. They got through.
Passed through the test. They've been to. Is it twice they've been to the Final Four?
Yeah,
I mean, they're in the tournament every year.
they are in. They are consistently
They
in.
blew out Kansas last night.
Right.
And they're playing Purdue. They're playing Purdue on Friday, so that'll be
yeah.
a good game.
That's be a great game, dude.
It's gonna be the game.
That's like literally like what we were talking about, head to head right now.
The head right now.
Purdue versus Gonzaga. Where's Gonzaga?
Gonzaga is in
In
Spokane,
California, right?
Washington.
Oh,
Washington, dude.
Washington State. I don't like that.
That's kind of crazy. It's deep out there.
I
man.
don't like that state.
It is
Very far from us.
How about
Just
NC
like it.
State making the Sweet 16? They just
Dude,
won.
Kind of crazy.
Last night.
Is it the
I would say
lefty?
the,
Stephen Curry, dude? I sent something in the old
Stephen
sports.
Curry?
Yes.
Stephen
Is
Curry.
that? I'll have to double check that, Michael. To be honest.
Fire it up.
Let's just take a look at this here.
Stephen Curry?
But I just think they're an 11th seed, Tony.
Right.
And then to get to the Sweet 16 after winning 5 games in 5 days to win the NCAA, ACC conference tournament. I mean, that's
Right.
pretty good, no?
No, yeah, I would say so. And I mean, they were obviously a sleeper from the start. I think. We had them win the first round and then blown,
yeah.
and then.
Well, we thought they were going to play Kentucky, but
Right.
Oakland wins, and then that game was down to the wire.
All roads lead to Kentucky, huh?
It really
The
does.
bluegrass state, dude.
But Calipari
Horse racing.
What do you think he doesn't want it enough anymore?
I think it's over for him, dude. I think he's tired.
Like he's
tight and
fat and
tired.
happy?
Yeah, I do think that.
Do you guys see how?
A lot of good guys go through there. Anthony Davis, fucking. Devin
But think about it
Booker,
recently.
Hawaii,
Nobody.
The Morrison twins, Lisa Ann.
Lisa
know
Ann?
what? Oh yeah, you don't know about that? I'm surprised you don't know about that.
What are we talking about right now?
that?
No, I don't.
Apparently, Lisa Ann thought they were like the cutest thing going back then. Something might happen.
What year was this?
Were you with the Morrison twins there, bro? You remember? At Kentucky. Remember those twins that they had?
No,
The Mor-
Morris were at Kansas. Marcus
No.
Morris.
Okay, remember Kentucky had that set of twins? Yes.
I don't know why I don't
on
remember.
the Willie Cauley-Stein team when they almost went undefeated. Yes.
Oh, the Harrisons.
Harrisons.
Yes. Harrison's.
Harrison. Like
And
Harrison Picard.
they had some weird thing going
Maybe.
on with Lisa Ann. The brothers.
That was out there.
The two brothers had some weird thing with Lisa Ann going on.
That's correct.
By the way, just
Did
for the
Jeremy
record,
Schaap report that or no?
it sounds like it.
And
Jeremy
that's what
Schaap
they
will
told
be
him.
at
I
Sacred
can
Heart
ask him.
tomorrow, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I mean, Lisa Ann has been. I don't know why people were so highly touted on her. I think she's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, just slip it out there, dude.
Well, I mean, isn't she like 50 years old?
Dude, I think she was 50 like 20 years ago.
No, I
Dude.
guarantee. Look it up right now. I guarantee she's in her 50s.
I don't know if Dean allows that type of website searches here.
Kev, by the way, shout out Kev Dew, starting in the group chat talking about. I told you he's not coming back.
All right,
Where's
listen,
the report?
listen.
Where's
All right,
the
hold on.
report? Jeremy Schaap is not on the report. Kev.
All right.
Or Twitter.
Everyone calm down right
it's
now.
text.
Okay, because I know,
Fuck,
you know,
I'm not in that.
if there's one.
I think you are.
No, I'm not.
Really? All right. Sorry,
What were
Tony.
you
Go ahead.
So tight.
No, I'm just saying. I understand Brian is very good with ages for athletes, but Lisa Ann,
She's kind of an athlete.
51 dude.
Right now, she's 51.
Why do you know that, dude?
I just know this. Michael, searching or no?
Hey.
Come on, dude.
100%.
51. You got it within 1 year. That's crazy, dude.
ridiculous.
She's got to be 50 right
Barnes
now.
just has a good. He can gauge things and can tell.
Yeah, you must see a lot of her to gauge her age.
No, honestly,
Stop
she used to be a big guest on
Right.
The Morning Men, which was a show on Mad Dog Radio,
That's good.
6 to 10, Monday through Friday.
What does she do though?
She's big on like fantasy football and stuff.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What is her? You know, like her fandom?
No.
She's
I'm
from
not sure, but she
Pennsylvania.
used to honestly brag on the show all the time about like, you know, like with athletes and stuff, like just how younger people are more exciting and like, you know, they're not negative like people her age or something like she was.
So you get pretty riled?
No, but actually one of the hosts, Mike Babchick,
I thought you were gonna say butt.
who actually now is partners with Damon Amendola. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
You've never heard Damon Amendola.
Yes,
I feel like
that's
I know
right.
you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're partners now.
Amendola.
And but yeah, he used to like, he's one of those people like on a sports show doesn't really know that much sports, but like the whole comedy
Peter
shtick.
Rosenberg.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. So his whole thing would be he's so unhappy in his marriage
Right.
and he needs Lisa Ann. He wants to shoot a scene with her. Like, just take it to the next
Yo,
level. Like
what
literally,
the fuck,
that's serious.
dude? Like
That's
on
serious.
air, he'll be talking about this?
Oh yeah, but it's serious.
Dude.
You know what I mean? So anything goes.
What is wrong with
God,
people?
that's so crazy,
I know,
dude. It's
I
like
know.
Michael K level right there.
Literally.
Oh,
And then Kev Dew saying Yankee boy getting mad, which is not true, Kev, but good try. I think you're just mad about getting spanked in Madden.
Still tight, sour grapes.
And then Josh B
tight.
says she's kind of an athlete crying and then getting riled for Maddie. And speaking of Maddie, are you right? Like the same question, like what I was asking Josh.
Yeah.
Where are you right now as we head into this season? Because I know like you're very like realistic, level-headed.
Yeah, dude.
Like, how do you feel right now about the Yankees?
Yeah, I feel good, dude. I just with that Cole thing, I'd rather just have that done. If it has to be done, like just do it now.
Me too.
In the
But
beginning of the
my whole
year-
thing is though they took the imaging and that didn't show up, so I don't see how that would be the case.
Right. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But no, I do feel good, dude. I'm pumped about young guys in the farm system. So we have guys in the wings, like ready to keep getting them ready. And then the guy, the 40 man is dope. Just stay healthy, dude. Stay healthy. And that's all we got to do, dude. And I think we're going to be good. It's nice. Thank God Rodon had a good spring.
Yeah.
That was nice to
I
see.
picked it for fantasy.
And then
deeply going for the upside. Let's go.
need it.
Be the Rodon from a
And then
I think
and then
Rodon
also-
will. If one person will.
And
Yeah.
dude, we were talking about this today. Stroman, dude. Pumped about
Yes.
Stroman. I think that he is just the fact that he is pumped to be there. The energy is going to be really, really high from him.
Yeah, he will be high.
A little ridiculous.
Well, it's legal there in New York.
No, yeah, dude. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never had
Outside
him on
of
my
Grand
team
Central,
before.
dude. Yes, you have.
I know I have, and he was a piece of shit then.
Didn't
He's
like
a piece
it there.
of shit
Didn't like
now,
it there, dude. Didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
why.
It's interesting.
So
you know?
I am pumped, dude. I dude, obviously Soto, bro. I want to re-sign Soto so badly, dude. And I just, game at a time. Let's just have a good fucking year, dude.
Let's have a
And
time.
Let's go.
UConn 17-4.
Stanton slimmed up. Here we go. I think he's
Slim
gonna
down.
have the best year that he's had as a Yankee.
40 home runs
40
for the
homers,
first time.
dude.
As a Yankee.
And Soto's gonna have over 42, dude.
Yeah.
No doubt. I'm really pumped about Soto, bro. And I think that it's just going to be a lot of high energy. Dude. High energy.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think the offense will go from bottom 5 to top 5.
Yes. Obviously, Judge goes without saying. That's our guy, dude. We already are so pumped about him.
I think
bro.
Verdugo's a
Always,
solid
dude.
addition.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
great that Judge wanted him here.
No doubt.
Vouches for him.
No doubt. And, dude, Volpe, the young gunner.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. That's gonna be
Austin Wells has had a great
Yes.
spring.
Yes.
And I think you can't underestimate Trevino being healthy because
Yeah.
I think that's why some of the pitchers other than Cole struggled last year. They didn't have him catch it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. That whole thing with having your catch But that's baseball, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta have what you gotta have, dude, to be successful. It's like have your assigned seat, right?
Have your
Have
seat.
your pretzels.
Also, Austin Wells, great spring.
Yes.
I think he's going to
Great,
have a nice
great.
year
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
And then Josh B says, forgot to ask you your Spencer Jones thoughts, Brian. I know you're just as wild for him as me. The 2 home runs in the spring breakout game.
2.0.
And he can play center, which is perfect. Yes. We can move Dominguez around. Soto could go to DH. There's a lot of different things we can do. But it's so nice we've resisted trading him up to this point.
No doubt.
And then we're not going to trade him.
Smart
We're not
move.
going to trade him. I know that.
Move. Hold firm, dude. Got a good farm system, do strong farm system. Hold firm. You know, the Soto trade was nice because we didn't have to give up that too much. And let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Fired up.
Framber Valdez versus Nestor Cortez on opening day.
Dude, Framber, I mean, it's going to be a good pitching matchup right there, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick.
You think he's still cheating?
Valdez?
Everybody says he goes to the brim a little much.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I think it's hard for a pitcher to cheat nowadays. I mean, they get checked like pretty frequently.
It'd be so nice to fucking sweep Houston. Just start it up.
I mean, last time we were in Houston, we swept them.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what do you think? You guys think he's cheating? I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Really?
Why do you, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but how are you not getting caught at that point? Like, there's no way.
That could also just be like
you get
I
checked all the time.
But they're you know the pitches. They're so quirky, dude.
Yeah.
It has to do it before I pitch,
right?
I would do something like that. You would do something like that. You definitely.
I would do something like that on
Stash.
purpose. So,
That's right.
so schmucks like us would be like, he's cheating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I would. Just to spite you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Cut your nose, spite your face.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Every time.
Yeah.
Any,
OCD.
Yeah.
Any other than JD Martinez, probably going to start in AAA before he joins the active roster.
Yeah.
That came out over the weekend. But any other developments this weekend?
I mean, again, not really. I mean, Quintana, obviously, I mentioned that before the show, absolutely popped over the weekend, which is kind of tough, dude, because, I mean, obviously we talked about how great it's been, for the Mets in terms of, their starting pitching and everything like that. They had a split squad today. Thank you, Renee. As I said, Quintana, I think 4 innings, 5 earned runs, didn't look great. And that was, I believe, against an Astros, like what seemed to be their starting day opening lineup. And then, like I said, split squad today. They beat the Marlins 5-1. Another squad lost to the Marlins 5-1, beat the Nationals 10-1. So obviously a lot of offense there. The Marlins game, Tyler McGill with his first, I guess, schneid start of the season, which I understand people are hyping him because of the spring training. I don't know, dude. I feel like a lot of people are overlooking the fact that this would be the 3rd year in a row McGill has a great spring training, and then come regular season, he kind of gets popped. So I think for me, the jury is absolutely out on him. I got to see it in the regular season. That's that. Sevy looked pretty good. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, but only 1 earned run, 4 Ks. Still has a sub-2 ERA this spring training. Diaz pitched a clean inning as well. I saw, I guess, against the Marlins, I believe, Sean Reed Foley. Like, why? Again, I think it was 1 inning, 3 earned runs, something like that. Why I don't understand why this guy's still in the organization. We saw him 3 years ago, and he sucked then. He still sucks now. Get him out of here, dude. I don't want to see him anymore in a Mets uniform. And they called him a few times last season. He sucked again. Like, why is he still in the league?
Terrible.
I have no idea why. So, the bullpen for me is still a big worry. Obviously the 10-1 against the Nationals were good. Nimmo had 2 RBIs. Alonso was 2 for 4. Marte 2 for 4 as well. So that was pretty solid. That center fielder, what the hell is his name? I forget. The guy from the Brewers, Tyrone Taylor. I keep thinking of the quarterback Taylor for that, but Tyrod Taylor, but Tyrone Taylor, the outfielder continues to have a phenomenal spring training season. I think his batting average is still about 300 too, so he's been doing really well. But he'll be a utility player for the Mets, which is, I guess, something to look forward to. Seems like the one thing maybe you can probably look towards that's positive is the fact that the Mets have improved, I guess, their outfielding depth, which is great. And McNeil can always go out there. Seem like Zach Short is a reasonable guy who can call up the play second base, or even move Lindor around, have someone else play short or something. So it seems like the depth, in terms of defense, is a little bit better than last season. But still, I said to you guys before the show, the whole JD thing, obviously cool, but
doesn't move the needle for you.
I mean, no, it doesn't move the needle because I hate, again, like Brian
you said
too,
it on the
other day,
radio.
yes, people are like, oh, wild
They're
card team
insane.
now. Like, it's so ridiculous just how flip-floppy some people are.
And with every team,
It's like
crazy.
one move can make or break a shoot. And it's like, I mean, yeah, one move obviously helps, but it's not like I said the other day, we're not JD Martinez away from being World Series contenders.
Yeah.
So it's like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Like, he could be a good piece on a World Series team.
That's exactly what he is.
But he's not. Yeah, you're not one piece away with him now, or there now.
Again, I know, he's kind of stood the test of time, but at some point, as Brian says, Father Time
Law of averages
remains undefeated.
just like divorce.
So,
It's your father.
dude.
Look at that smirk.
Come on, Michael.
Yeah, come on, dude. But you know what I'm saying, right?
Now you're going to get divorced?
Yeah, but I really do think JD Martinez is going to have a pretty. I mean,
Right.
forget
what's with
he made the All-Star team last year. I think he was in the home run derby.
Home run derby, won the first round against Kyle Schwarber.
Let's
Yeah,
give him
man,
a little
he's calling
credit
it out,
here,
baby.
Tony. No.
No, yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. But again, I don't know, dude. Mets will Met.
What's
See
that
what-
mean?
you
What's
see
that
what
mean,
Kev
Kev,
Dew
dude?
said?
What is
I'll
what
read
did
it,
Kev
I'll read
say?
it, I'll read
That's
it.
not even proper English.
He said, "What's with this we shit? You are not on the Yankees payroll."
You don't know that?
It's actually pretty interesting. That's an interesting point because people do say that where it's like, we did this, we did that, but you're just a fan, you're a nobody.
And they really don't care.
But I also
I'm on Otani's payroll.
But I
How about
think
that?
we're not just fans. Like we are
are who we are.
An extension of the organization.
I mean, thank you, Renee. Is that another drink for you? Wow. Cheers.
Renee.
Birthday weekend. Happy birthday, Renee.
Yeah, Renee. How's your beer?
What are you drinking?
She's drinking Blue Moon.
Oh, Blue Moon, huh?
Blue Moon is very good. For me, it's not for me, honestly.
For me, it's not for me.
But I was going to say something. Oh, yeah, Brian, I think it's safe to say we could say we, honestly, because we arguably are devoting our lives to talking about
We
this
are
team.
divorced.
Come on, dude. Right?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, Kev
Like, we're not a normal fan. We're not a fair weather fan here.
right.
Yeah,
Like,
Kev. Like
what are we doing right now?
if you said we about the Mets, I wouldn't give you a hard
Like,
fucking
it's
time.
Sunday night, and we work hard to put this together. Kev, do. What do you do?
Besides losing Madden.
Scooby-Doo? The Scooby-Doo? Chick-fil-A boilers?
poo-poo?
Take a poo-poo and your choo-choo?
Moo moo.
You guys are going crazy.
Go to the zoo.
Nice one. There
But
we
how
go.
about this?
We
I
will
just
go to
looked
the
up
zoo,
the
the Bronx
final.
Zoo.
So the Yankees had two exhibition
Yeah.
games today. The first one they won 1-0 against Pittsburgh. Stroman, the 6 scoreless, which is great. Wrapping up a successful spring. But they
how are you?
lost to Diablos Rojos. Trevor Bauer, 3 scoreless innings. How about Robinson Cano? 3 for 4 with a home run in this one. So Cano at this point is 42
Right.
years old and hitting a home run in an exhibition spring training game.
I mean, do they check for PEDs over there, or what's the deal?
You really think so?
I mean, come
Still
on,
doing it.
dude. I mean, he's been caught multiple times.
But you don't think you're just searching for it? Tight with the Mets stint, kind of like Stroman.
Yeah. I was tight because he was doing PEDs.
But how about the dumbest part is they knew he had already done PEDs and they still traded for him.
So, and again, like, I mean, even with Marte too, it's still like in the back of people's
Right,
minds.
but
with him.
we'll just let it go.
So again, like, yeah, I would say he's still doing it. 42 years old. Like, at the very least, he does it for recovery. Like, he has to be. Dude.
Right.
And I think again in that type of league, or I don't know. I think it's maybe is it less regulated? I have no idea what it's like, but I'm sure it's not as regulated as the MLB because it's just it's not as popular. So, I don't know, dude, or just not as whatever. But you don't think so? You think there's a chance?
Actually, yeah, there's definitely a chance. There's a chance.
Right? I mean, come on, dude.
But if I had to guess, I think that he wouldn't risk it because he's already kind of completely ruined his career, and he probably wants any chance he can get. Even
to go
though,
back to the majors, you
but he's
think?
not.
He's not going to. There's no way. No way.
That's all.
But how about that? You think Trevor Bauer ever will be?
Bauer.
No, they're black because they're black ball.
So sad,
From now
dude.
until forever, dude. So
Yeah, I don't think Bauer's gonna make it
Stop.
back. Honestly,
It happens when you're a fucking lawyer. Just a
Um,
lawyer.
but we'll have to see. But I honestly think if he did get the chance, he probably would be pretty good.
We're gonna have a crowd guest soon, just so you know.
And you know what else we're gonna have,
Who is it?
Michael? The world of the National Hockey League.
Finally.
McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the nail break! It's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink Washington made the full split save!
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights!
All right. It's the time everyone's been waiting for. Enough of this college basketball shit.
Bullshit.
We got some
Yeah, seriously.
NHL
Some
to talk
actual
about, dude.
good stuff going on. I was about to say some stuff I can't say, baby.
All right, let's dial it in here because the Rangers beat the Florida Panthers last night 4-3 in a shootout. It was
Crazy. Tony and
by
I.
God. No, go ahead. What do you
No,
got?
go ahead.
What do you got? No, what do you got? Tony and I what? Tony and I what?
We ate
Had a
Chinese.
great time. Yeah,
we ate
dude.
Chinese and we watched this game and we cheered and we shouted and we came back here for the third period to catch the end and we even made fans become fans of Rangers this night.
Literally, dude. I think probably one of the greatest executions of watching a Rangers game in recent history for us. Hammered it from puck drop to the finish here. Watched the first two periods at the studio, came here for the third period, and subsequently overtime and the shootout as well.
Yeah.
And by gosh, what a great game it was because obviously coming into this game, Rangers, Florida Panthers, the Panthers, one of the top teams in the league, just like the Rangers are, fighting for first place out of the Eastern Conference here, as well mixed in with the Bruins as well. All I believe sitting around 95 points, right? The Rangers having 98. I think the Bruins are a point below us, and then it was the Florida Panthers with 95. Coming into this game, we were tied with Florida, actually, and the Bruins were up by 2 points. Or we were a point ahead of Florida. Anyway, this fight for the lead in the Eastern Conference is super hot. And the Rangers, Panthers, obviously late in the season. This is playoff, predictions here. So this is like one of those types of games that has a playoff feel for the fans, both in MSG and on the couch.
Just want to say, pump for the Rangers, pump for UConn, pump for baseball. Love you guys. I have to depart now. But I love you all.
Great job today, man.
Great job,
TCA,
man.
love you guys.
Great having you here, bro.
Way to end it.
Here comes the guest. Here comes the guest,
Happy
Barnes.
birthday, Renee.
Let's go. What do we got?
Au revoir. Love you.
We have a guest coming right
Perfect
now.
time.
Yeah, like
Right here, right now. I shouldn't be talking.
Relax.
What's going on?
Hi, Lucy.
Good.
Good. How are you?
You can sit here.
You
if
can sit
want.
actually right here
Yeah.
with that microphone. Yeah.
And then you don't need the
totally.
microphone.
Am I talking to?
Yeah, you can talk.
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
microphone. Yeah.
Kind of perfect timing on that one, huh?
Yeah, you're talking to this microphone.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting
Renee,
an
can you
in-depth
grab that mic?
conversation.
Yeah.
I just shouted out a question and they said, come over here.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
what's the question?
No, just why won't the Yankees sign another starting pitcher?
Oh, well, just the luxury tax.
No,
They're
no,
set
no.
on that. No. I mean, I don't
But-
agree with it, but that's what it is.
Right, so
But also, I've said many times, I am excited to see what the young guys can do. I don't think they get enough of a chance to be in the rotation. Usually, they do spot starters, they do openers.
Yeah.
They don't give the guys in the minors starts. So I would like to see that. Luis Heel, was named the
Luis
fifth starter
Heel.
earlier today.
But I think he'll be good. I think, again, type of pitcher, the jury's still out. But,
yeah.
I think he's proven himself to earn that fifth spot right now. But I do agree. I feel like the Yankees
Well,
could
this-
go out and get
they
another
made-
pitcher.
Yeah.
I mean,
this seems to be the year.
But
Yeah.
in Monty, supposedly, there's been
I would
some
say
back and
Montgomery
forth.
is one of them.
Renee, we're gonna check. Give me another game.
But Monty is one of them. Again, Trevor Bauer is someone too. You never know what happens behind the curtain, but as far as the public knows, that guy, is innocent of
Right.
the accusations against him. So, I think there are plenty of pitchers the Yankees could go out and go get. I mean, I don't know, Brian, if you
Montgomery's still hanging.
Which
but
is, like,
they can't
huge.
They can't pay.
yeah, the luxury tax. You think any chance that they decide to go like, hey, we'll just pay the tax and we'll get Monty?
Yeah, but it has to be like a big discount, almost like $15 million a year, because it's double whatever they pay him.
Right.
That's what they have to pay with the tax.
I mean, you guys probably know more than I as Yankee. I'm assuming you're a Yankee fan, Lucy. Okay, cool. To know when Monty left, or when they, kind of dealt him, like he didn't really want to leave.
Right.
Do you think he does even want to go back to the Yankees at this point? Or you think it's kind of a salty relationship?
No, I think he'd be willing.
Right? I mean, I think he loved it in New York.
I think this is the year. If
Yeah.
they're going to go win another World Series.
Yeah.
It does seem like this would be the year.
And I do think,
It's not gonna
too,
be, though.
especially if like they kind of let off the whole process of him being back with them saying, we were wrong. We did disrespect you before. We told you weren't postseason starter. You proved yourself last year. You won a World Series with Texas. We'd love to have you back.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a little frustrating, though. Already with Cole's injury, it's like, there it goes.
I am so excited, though, about the offense because it was so bad last year. I think it's going to be, like, really fun to watch. Like, the only team that had less hits than us last year was the Oakland A's, and they're not even trying. So that was really embarrassing.
You can't really get any worse, honestly, than last season.
Yeah.
So
you really can't.
not that I don't jinx anything here, but I mean, you're not. Yeah, you like Brian said, you're gonna be way better offensively. So I think there's a lot to be excited about as a Yankee fan, which I'm not, but still excited. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, Juan Soto, obviously.
Yeah. No, it should be nuts.
Honestly, I'm
but-
probably most hyped for Anthony Rizzo. I mean, to see that guy
And that's-
healthy.
Yeah, we didn't even mention him before.
Yeah,
We were talking
dude,
about
like
that.
he's gonna be sick.
I think he's gonna have a good year.
Yeah.
He clearly, because he was on fire before
Yeah.
the whole concussion thing.
Dude, I always go back to that game we were at against Tampa.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
he hit
yeah.
the
We were
walk
the
off.
1-0 win against Tampa. We
Yeah.
were at the game.
So sick.
Unbelievable, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Do you go to a lot of games yourself? Or?
Yeah. I'm going on the 8th. We go pretty often.
Okay.
We try and do the afternoon midweek games.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, those are nice, low key.
Yeah.
We're actually going to the home opener and the Mets opening day game on Thursday.
Yeah, dude, I'm so hyped for that.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So yeah, no, we're really pumped for that. And yeah, I really do think, I mean, I know the cold thing is tough, but I think we would know by now if he was going to be out for the year. So I think the whole thing is take their time with him. And when he's back, he's back. I think we have enough to get by. The thing we need Cold for is the postseason.
It's just a long season.
Yeah,
It is
it
gonna be a
is a long
long
season. And believe me, it's been tough, especially because in 2017, it felt like, wow, this is like our miraculous run. And then to not be able to get back to that all these years, it's been tough.
Yeah, very frustrating.
But I think we've finally done it the right way where we've really held on to our guys. I think there's a lot of guys that are still coming that are going to be great. Spencer Jones seems like he's going to be a star. Dominguez joining the team midseason. Austin Wells and Volpe already here. There's a lot to be excited about in terms of younger players, too.
For sure.
So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens, but I'm pretty optimistic. But the whole thing is you want to get off to a strong start at the end
Of course.
of the day.
I mean, like you said, it's a long season. So, I mean, Cole becoming healthy, like you'll have time for him to dominate. Where do you honestly think the Yankees place this season? Do they win the division?
Yeah,
Or-
I don't know. Probably
yeah.
win the division, but then probably nothing after that.
I know I think the division now is more competitive than ever. But I can still see them winning. And I guess, for Brian's sake, I guess I can see them, making it to the World Series.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Just being realistic.
And also, you think about that. Sure, there's been droughts over the years, but the history of the Yankees, they always figure it out. They always bounce back. They're not doomed in any way.
Brian's life is depending on it.
He really is. He loves him so much.
I mean, it's just time. At the end of the day, it's time to go get it, get after it. So we'll have to see, but I'm really excited. Can't wait to be there for the opener, and can't wait to watch against Houston. And I think two big keys are Nestor and Rodon. I mean, obviously Rodon had a pretty good string. Nestor struggled, but I still kind of have confidence. I think he was just overworked last year from the year before, and the fact too that he doesn't rely on velocity. It's all just kind of like deception and changing speeds. So I'm excited to see. I think he's going to be really energized opening day.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Lucy,
joining.
Yeah, I
Thanks for
really appreciate you
joining.
so
We
much for
appreciate it.
joining us. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, thank you. So where were we with the Rangers, Tony? Because I know I had come in late when you were talking about it. Like,
Dude, I was just setting up a sweet preview coming into this game here. As I was saying, the Rangers, still down a couple of their top defensemen, Trouba, Lindgren. I will repeat that over and over again because they are achieving impressive feats without them. This game being one of them. And I really can't overstate how huge this win was last night. And I'll start off, obviously with the Panthers because they started scoring early and often, it seemed, for them. 8 minutes into the first period, they were able to score. Matthew Tkachuk, of course, he scores, nets his 23rd. Big name, obviously, coming into this as well, Sam Reinhart, who was left off the score sheet. But we'll talk about that in a little minute here. But the Panthers went up 1-0, and then early on in the second period, 20 seconds in, another goal from the Panthers made it 2-0. Now, the Rangers coming into this game we're still in this season around the NHL, have the most comeback victories out of any team. However, they were 0-9, I believe, at the Garden when trailing by 2 goals.
This season.
Yeah. So obviously, again, having the most comeback goals, but down 2-0, never won a game, never came back from this. And this is the Florida Panthers, a great team. And the Rangers rallied so hard. And it started with an Adam Fox goal off the power play, 6 minutes in to the second period, which made it 2-1. Excuse me. And we saw it at the studio too, absolutely riled. Again, your typical Adam Fox goal on the power play, which is great. The man advantage, the cycling of the puck. I literally did not see the Rangers pass as quick as they did against the Panthers all season. The puck movement, it was just one-touch passes, like left and right, especially on the power play. They were 1 for 2, I believe, last night on the power play. But again, like I was saying, typical Adam Fox goal, being the great defenseman he is. He's the only defenseman on the power play unit. Think about that. Because I believe it's Panarin, Trocheck, Zibanejad, Kreider, and then Adam Fox. He's the only defenseman there. And this is the reason why, because he knows when to get into the mix, when to kind of pinch in on the goal, and then just fire a sweet shot with some open space. That's exactly what he did. And then 2 minutes later, you had a nice 42nd goal of the season by Artemi Panarin. I believe that's a career high for him.
Yeah, it is.
It is. And he's actually going to get his 43rd later on as well. We'll talk about that. But I believe now he has 99 points, right? We left off at 99 points in the season, a career high for him again. But nonetheless, to tie it up with Panarin, absolutely great. He just had so much time because he knew how to use his space, which the Panthers, again, they played well defensively, they played well offensively, they played well physically. Panarin was able to use the limited amount of space he was given, deke the puck, fool some defenders, find some space, put it over Bobrovsky, which was super important there. And the Rangers able to tie it there going into the third period. And what happens, just a couple minutes in is Carter Verhaeghe scores his 31st goal of the season. We've seen him on the score sheet very often, specifically against the Rangers too this season, which is great. And I forgot to mention, going into this game,
the legend,
the Panthers beat the Rangers twice already this season too, so they had their numbers. And for the Rangers to be here, to look them dead in the eye, even in the third period being down 1 goal, just after that, it was like, I don't know, maybe 50 seconds, less than a minute later, Panarin nets his 43rd goal. What an answer is what Michael said to me in the Horseshoe, actually, because we literally watched this. I was getting beers. We were separated. And we saw the goal. They scored. What an answer, Michael says.
Wow.
And literally, Michael was riled. The Horseshoe people were riled. And then obviously we're watching it going to overtime. Overtime, by the way, I think I've seen the Rangers play their worst overtime period ever. I think
should have let up a couple goals if there
wasn't an Igor Shesterkin in between the pipes there for them. But literally, we talked about the great job that the Rangers have been doing on the 3-on-3 in overtime. Great job they've been doing on the special teams here. I think maybe, Mike, what they have, the puck for maybe 20 seconds of that overtime.
The last 5 seconds, that one shot.
Yeah, literally, it was all Florida for the overtime. We get some great back checking from Vincent Trocheck, some great defense. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything going, but nonetheless, they go towards the shootout here. And wouldn't you know it, dude, Mika Zibanejad starts it off, and I'm literally telling Mike, shootout, he sucks, whatever.
Because I always get tied up with the slow shot.
Always does. And you know what? He came in with some more speed than usual, but he had a ridiculous, Deke went from backhand to forehand and then back to backhand. No, literally, he came in wide left, and does that thing where you go wide left and then cut in hard at the net. But literally, while he's probably almost past Bobrovsky, he reaches and just over his left pad or his right pad, gets that first goal there. And of course, after that, Sam Reinhart does score, but then Panarin had just a ridiculous shot. Little dangle here, nice little snapshot over Bobrovsky. And then, of course, from there, Igor made a save. Trocheck was up, missed, but then Igor made the last save. Ironically enough, on Vladimir Tarasenko too, which was just a phenomenal save by Igor in the shootout too. Which Igor doesn't have a great shootout record, honestly, but he showed so much stuff like this. Now he's 8-8 after last night.
But I think also too that was on the offense, bro. They've been so bad offensively. I don't think that's been on Igor.
No, of course not. But still, I mean, to see him in the big moment, show patience and to be calm. Again, of course, it's Vladimir Tarasenko too, who's getting the last shot here, who's been doing so well for the Panthers, who was on the Rangers last year, who's had a great year even with Ottawa, and for Igor just to be absolutely locked down. And I think Panarin went snapshot 5-hole, I believe, right? In that shootout, absolutely impressive from him. What a fucking night for Panarin. 2 goals. We've had an assist as well with Adam Fox. And then the shootout goal as well to kind of win them the game. And of course, the great job by Igor. You look at some of the team stats here. Probably the most important thing to look at these team stats, the fact that the Panthers were 0 for 2 in the power play. They have, I think, the top 3 power play unit in the National Hockey League, mainly because of Sam Reinhart, 48 goals on the season. And I believe he leads the league in power play goals. And they shut him down off the score sheet, not only on the power play, but on 5-on-5, held the Panthers to no goals in the power play. 0 for 2. That is so huge. And I cannot reiterate this. They're down their 2 top defensemen, and to be so tight on defense, and a tremendous amount of help, too, from the forwards on defense as well. I think that, I think that the foundation, the chemistry that Peter Laviolette laid down early on this season is really showing, because these players on the Rangers, they're playing for each other. I've never seen a Rangers team play this good, and enjoy just having a time together. Honestly, ever in my life, I don't think. The chemistry is really second to none. And I think that this win shows it, because they're down their top 2 defensemen. I'll keep saying that. And they are literally picking up the slack individually. Everyone is picking up the slack of those 2 defensemen, whether it's Gustafsson making crazy saves or Trocheck with playing defense off of offense, the quick transitions of this team. And like I said, you're playing one of the top goaltenders as well around the league, to score 3 goals on him when you're down, to come from behind off the Panthers. We're seeing some replays of the Panthers absolutely just hammering the Rangers. That was Sammy, as in Southport, delivering pizza here?
Yes.
That's sick. Also, I got to hear from Sandy and Bianca, because they had burgers from there, and I've never had a burger there. Nonetheless, what a fucking win by the Rangers, dude. It literally amps me up so much. I'm so hyped for them. I can't wait for the playoffs. I'm dying to get some games here in Southport, about a playoff game with the company Jason,
and then
us.
The sweet sponsorship,
sweets, dude.
The
let's
live
fucking
stream,
go, dude.
Michael. Give me something.
Dude,
I
I'm
love
literally
it. I want it.
envisioning parade right now. I'm so hyped for this team. And I've never really, I've definitely followed the Rangers, I think, the most, arguably with the Mets, throughout my entire life. And to finally see this team look this good and to be confident as well. Any year they were making it into the Eastern Conference Final or Stanley Cup against the Kings, you did not have confidence in them.
Right.
Their cup run against the Kings, it was so obvious the Kings were going to win. They were just better than any other team out of the East, no matter what. And here we're seeing, an Eastern Conference that is arguably way better than the West, and the Rangers are dominating it.
Yeah, they've beaten every team. Right?
Every good team.
I'm trying to think,
dude.
Is there any top team in the East they haven't beaten?
Literally no team has
Carolina,
really had their number.
They beat Boston.
Yeah.
They beat the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who else is.
Again, I think they've won every regular season series other than against the Panthers, this was their first win, and it was so dominant. I mean, and the Panthers have been on a roll too.
They've lost
Honestly,
two to the
probably
Blue
they lost to the Blue Jackets. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, not seeing the Blue Jackets in the playoffs.
Would you be more nervous for them if they had to play them in the playoffs?
I mean, I guess a little
Whitmer's,
bit.
Lincoln's, Patrick Watt,
Elvis, dude. But thankfully, I believe they got to be eliminated by now. Honestly,
yeah,
the Blue
obviously.
Jackets.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, oh my God! I mean, what a freaking game! I mean, there is magic happening in New York with the Rangers. It is like destiny, Michael.
And it is a team
It's
effort.
magic.
I've mentioned this to you before,
Yeah.
but I think someone who doesn't get talked about enough, and he had a goal yesterday, and I think he set a career high, or he's about to set a career high, is Adam Fox.
Yeah, no,
Adam Fox is a glue guy.
Absolutely, dude. Not only is he a glue guy, but he's just a great two-way defenseman. You know, definitely one of the better two-way defensemen that we have. 61 points this year, 47 assists, Michael, and 14 goals. I mean, you look at any true defenseman, they have 3 goals with maybe 25, 30 assists. This guy is getting so much into the action, and a lot of it, like we're talking about, coming from the power play. This New York native is playing for a team that he loves. Obviously, he has the sustainability here. He has the confidence from his teammates, the confidence from his coach, and I mean, it's showing. It's paying dividends here. He's a great defenseman, great offensive defenseman. I mean, it's great to see Fox out there on the ice, celebrating wins and looking like like an old school Ranger, dude. I mean, it really does bring me back to 1994. I was right there, baby. No, I wasn't there, but I've seen footage of the parade, and I just, oh my God, dude.
It just gets you fired up.
It really does get me fired up, dude. It really does. And I'm super pumped, to see what comes of the playoffs when it comes. Pumped to watch the games with you guys.
Oh my God, yeah.
And it's sick to see too. I think Matt Rempe, I think, is someone too to be talked about. Just because I think he has a little bit of a bad rap with the way he plays hockey, which is definitely old school, being the bruiser that he is. But in reality, I mean, the guy does help out a lot physically. I'll point to a little post-game interview with Matthew Tkachuk, who was literally like speechless when they asked him about Matt Rempe, because he was like literally just laying the body down all night. And Matthew Tkachuk's like, yeah, it's kind of tough because no one wants to fight him, and we're just trying to keep checking their top couple lines, and we're just keep going, whatever. It was intermission, or maybe it was post game. I think it was post game. Reporter asked him, like, all right, is anyone gonna step up to him? And he just laughs. Like, what are you gonna do, dude? There's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
Like, that is one of the most physical teams in the NHL, and they don't have an answer for this guy.
No.
Like, that is so ridiculous. The Panthers are known for being physical and chippy and forcing their way into victories. When it's tight games, and it's 1-goal games, it's overtime, they use their physicality to win the games when it's that tight. And like I said, Matthew Tkachuk, their captain, had no answer for Matthew Rempe. And I think that really shows what type of value and presence he gives to the team when he's on the ice.
Yeah.
Sick,
No,
dude.
absolutely. And you think, because I think there's been talk, postseason, the rookies, they don't play that many minutes.
Right.
You think this is going to be the exception?
I do think
because
so.
of what he brings.
I mean, listen, anytime they need someone to be physical, they're going to throw out that Rempe line, that fourth line, which isn't honestly bad skillful-wise either. But again, like you want to, people say, oh, maybe the young kids don't get a lot of playing time. I mean, look at the kid line in previous years. I mean, last year, 2 years ago, it was the kid line. It was Hedel. It was Capo Caco, Lafreniere, who's also Lafreniere's having a great season. But it was that line that was kind of getting a lot of playing time because they were scoring. And I mean, I understand it's fourth line. Barclay Goudreau, obviously could use some work. Jimmy Vesey is someone who, certainly I was talking highly of, who hasn't found his way in the score sheet. He could pop off in the postseason. He has the skill to. He's very close to there. But like I said, I think that line, that fourth line, if you're going to need someone who can really bang in the corners here, you're going to put that fourth line out there, especially in the postseason, dude.
Yeah. No, you need the physicality.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. And now, what's the deal with President's Trophy? Is that NHL or is that specific to conference?
Oh no, the whole NHL.
Whole NHL. And right now, who is?
It would be the Rangers.
Okay, and then is anybody from the West Coast, or is their top competition the Bruins?
I want to say the Avs got to be up there, dude. I can double check here.
What is it? The Rangers have 98 points?
They have 98 points. Know that. Just checking Western Conference. You have the Avs with 97, and then the Dallas Stars are 95. Oh, actually, no, sorry. The Canucks, 98 there. So there we go. So the Canucks are tied up with the Rangers right now. And yeah, dude.
And does that matter to you at all? And like the curse and all that stuff, or do you just you think it just doesn't? Whatever happens, happens.
I mean, I really hate to be that guy to be like, yo, it's a curse, it's bad mojo. Because I mean, if I'm just being non-biased, me, I'd be like, yo, like absolutely, like win the President's Trophy, be the best in the regular season, then go win the Cup.
Right.
But obviously it comes to mind most recently the Bruins last season, President's Trophy first round. Panthers beat them, and even go back a little bit to 2016, I believe. Rangers, President's Trophy, loses Eastern Conference Finals. Tampa Bay Lightning, they win the Cup that year. So, I mean, obviously, historically, it does seem the team that does win the President's Trophy does kind of maybe fizz out in the playoffs. But I think that's a little different here. And I hate to be the, it's different here guy also. But, I mean, it's, again, like, yeah, you would think President's Trophy regular season, the team just worked so hard the regular season, burnt out. I mean, there's no sign of this team slowing down here. So I don't think that should be even a thought in their minds. It's just take it game by game, win every game. If you get the President's Trophy, that's great. But just, again, like tunnel vision down, head down, don't even think President's Trophy. I'm not going to say, hey, like lose a couple games so you don't win the President's Trophy. That's ridiculous.
How about Josh B? Right on it. It's different than 2015, though.
It absolutely is. Again, like going into that year, any team coming out of the East, you're thinking they're going to get beat by the Kings. The Kings that season were so ridiculously fast. And that was that time era was where you start to see hockey really get into speed rather than physicality. And the Kings were one of the top teams, the first teams to do it. And they obviously mastered it right away. You think of Dustin Brown, Marian Gaborik, obviously Anze Kopitar, Drew Doughty on defense. I think Jeff Carter was another big body they had too. And of course, Jonathan Quick, in between the pipes.
Ironically enough.
Right? I mean, they were just such a powerhouse of a team. And the Rangers, you just knew going into that series, again, even if it was the Bruins or the Caps or the Penguins at the time, who were all so dominant, going to that Stanley Cup, you just knew they were probably going to get beat by the Kings because they were so good. This is not the case this year. The West is different. The East is certainly way more competitive now. You can even argue the East has the edge in terms of having more competitive teams. Regardless, the Rangers going into the Stanley Cup, no matter who they verse, they have a very good chance of winning. You know, and I'm confident in that. And Josh B, like you said, hits the nail on the head. So it's different.
And it's interesting because, like you said, obviously, whatever happens with like the standings, if when the President's Trophy or not, rest of this regular season, I mean, is there anything that needs to be shown, needs to be proven? I mean, how do they approach this stretch run now?
Well, I mean, you definitely got past like a good tough spot. We were talking about it, Mike and I, last night. Not even just because of those last week it was 5 games and 7 days, whatever. But you also played really good teams here. So I guess maybe you have some breathing room. I want to see the schedule right now. I know you play the Flyers next. I want to say Washington is somewhere in the mix here.
Washington, I think, is the first team outside of the wild card.
No, yeah, I was saying in terms of your upcoming schedule.
Oh, you're just saying that's competitive?
Yeah. Actually, you don't play Washington, which is interesting because you normally play them at the end of the year. Nonetheless, you have Philly coming up, Colorado, Arizona, Pittsburgh, New Jersey, Detroit. So you're kind of like a mishmash of like teams that are already out of it, teams that are still competing for it. So I think if I'm Laviolette, I think that this team really proved a lot all around from top to bottom. And yeah, there's some things you can improve on, I suppose, like maybe some defense. But again, I think the narrative is to keep this mentality, keep playing the game you are. I'm telling you right now that the offense against the Panthers, I know, like maybe the score sheet doesn't necessarily like portray it because they went into overtime, they went to the shootout, they were down a little bit, but you're playing arguably a top 5 team in the league, and you're also playing arguably a top 5 goaltender in the league. And there were some saves, Michael even saved, but Bobrovsky was just on his head for some saves there. So it very easily could have swayed, a 5-3 game or something like that for the Rangers. I think if I'm Love, you got to tell my guys, hey, there'll be defensive reinforcements for come playoff time. Keep your heads down, pedal to the metal. The offense is bumping. Igor is bumping. And I will have absolutely no doubt in Jonathan Quick if he does get a few starts. I'm sure he will towards the end of the regular season here. But I mean, this is it. There's, 10 games left. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games left. Just keep at it. Play your game. Play their pace. Do not be playing down to any of these teams here. Because you have teams like Arizona, even Pittsburgh, bro. They can kick rocks. Jersey sucks, dude. Matthew Ryan. Detroit will be a tough battle. Montreal, probably New York, maybe. Obviously, Philadelphia, probably. But you're playing the Islanders twice, the Flyers twice, Ottawa to end the season. I mean, come on, dude. You should easily be going like 8-3 in these games here. Like that's the mentality you want. Just do not stop what they're doing. I don't want to hear about resting players. I don't want to hear about maybe taking it easy. Pedal to the metal, dude. Don't mess with anything here. Everything's going so well for you. What a freaking stretch, dude. What do we got? In the last, that tough stretch we're talking about, since it was the 9th, even they played St. Louis, and it was a tough back-to-backs. New Jersey, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last 9 games, 7-2. And that was that tough stretch, dude.
Yeah.
So, you made it through that, dude. Let's go.
One more trivia question here. I know we're a little late on this, but UConn has won 5 national championships, men's college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
What year was their first title?
77.
Incorrect.
Am I over
you think Josh
or
B knows
under?
it?
You don't have to give me a hint if you don't want to.
No hints.
No hints.
Just leaving you out to dry.
I think I was under. 93.
Incorrect. Michael, anything?
Their first?
Yep. And I feel like you can name the players. Like, I feel like you know this.
Oh, isn't it the year with Rip Hamilton and all those boys? Isn't that 94?
No.
98?
No.
96?
No.
Go through the whole decade. There we go. 95.
What year is it?
Was it 95?
Someone has to guess it. It's
The
a trivia
year
question.
I was born?
Oh, it could be.
It's the name you know.
Or 99.
1999.
Renee.
Wow, happy
Duke,
birthday!
I think Duke was in the Final Four. I don't know if it was either that or it was the national championship game.
99,
possibly.
dude.
But what a time.
Y2K.
Rip Hamilton was nuts. Obviously, Jim Calhoun, what a legend, what a coach.
That's sick, dude. Wow, 99.
Yeah.
That's
Ben
so
Gordon
funny 'cause
in 04 with the Mecca.
When was UConn founded? Gotta be forever ago, right?
Oh, yeah, probably in the 1800s.
Like that's where I feel like that team you would
But some
think.
programs never make the tournament.
I
Tony.
know.
Like,
Were they
you know what I mean?
always when did they?
Before Calhoun, they were shambles.
They weren't even competitive.
Nope.
That's crazy, dude. You would think UConn historical franchise.
Right.
I guess not, dude. Even Shoe won. I don't know what they won. They won something in the 70s.
Stop.
It's really embarrassing.
Yeah, it really is.
Why, you guys jealous?
No.
UB had some big wins. What, come on.
What are you talking about?
UB had
okay.
They won.
Yeah, we won some
championships.
stuff, but we're not talking about. We're talking about UConn right now.
Yeah, now we're talking about Sacred Heart right now, dude.
Oh, Sacred Heart.
So what's
I
up,
was just
bro?
like talking about Sacred Heart,
What?
Right?
Huh?
I was just talking about Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart's a great team. Great school. Anthony Latina. I don't think he should be around anymore, to be honest.
No, that's the head coach.
Yeah. Head coach for 12 years, dude.
12 years.
I don't know what it is with Sacred Heart, but they love hanging on to their coaches.
Like
dude.
no matter what the
no
record
matter
is.
what. I mean, it took the guy 10 seasons to get 100 wins, dude. Like ridiculous. And even with the hockey team too, CJ Martolo. It's just like time, dude. Like, especially with the way Sacred Heart has been expanding. They're redoing the Pitt Center, brand new facilities, going to be recruiting more people, a new hockey arena. Like, get a new head coach. It would be sick. I don't know who I was telling this to. I don't think it was Mike, but it'd be sick. Rangers win the cup. Jonathan Quick retires, comes back to Connecticut. Sacred Heart fires their head coach. Jonathan Quick named new head coach. So sick, dude. That would be
That's
awesome.
how you fire up the fan base.
Honestly, how do you know? Come on.
But I thought they were okay this year, no? I know, like, late, they didn't
Dude,
get the job done.
That's
but
every year.
yeah.
And they're looking to get, like, in better conferences. Like, they're not, like, the basketball teams get spanked in the MAC
But they
conference.
are going to be in Hockey East or not?
They are. I'm pretty sure next year they're going to be in hockey. I could be wrong, but the entire school is going MAC conference now. From the NEC, going to the MAC. So they're going to be playing way better teams, including Fairfield, by the way, which I don't know, dude.
Do they usually – so have they been in the conference or they haven't been in the same conference? Fairfield. No, different
Fairfield used to be in the NEC, no? Michael?
I know Fairfield's in the MAC.
Fairfield used to be in the NEC, though,
They
no?
play Iona.
No.
They always were in the MAC?
Wait. Because Sacred Heart doesn't play Iona, right?
No. They're in the NEC. They play Duquesne, St. Francis, Brooklyn,
But there's
LIU,
no
Wagner.
There's no NEC in hockey, or there is?
No, there's no NEC in hockey.
Okay.
They're in whatever freaking league. I don't even know what conference, dude. But NEC, and there's no – see, that's so weird because there's no football in the MAC.
Right, there used to be.
There used to be. There's no. So I don't know what the football team at SHU is doing. Because I'm pretty sure
they've been playing in the
NEC, but the NEC, dude.
The football is done, the conference?
Dude, they had like 3 teams leave in the last 2 years.
Oh,
Like
so maybe they'll be independent.
the NEC in general I think is going to be dissolving, dude, to be honest.
Wow.
Because there's just so many teams that are leaving.
But, and then, so Sacred Heart's looking to get out.
They are.
But they don't have, it's not set.
Oh, well, football is still like on the fence because there's like
But
where
basketball
they
is not set.
go. Basketball is set.
Wait, for what, though?
The MAC.
It's definitely 100%.
Yeah, they announced it.
With Iona.
Yeah, with Iona. Lacrosse has already been doing MAC stuff
Quinnipiac.
too. Yep. They're gonna get spanked, dude. They're gonna get absolutely torched. By
I
these
really
teams.
think.
Probably.
You think is the answer to bring back Bobby V in the happy hours?
Honestly, if I was Sacred Heart, I'd be like, hey, Bobby, if you want to come back, like, we'll take it back.
Did you notice? I mean, was there a difference when he was there versus now? Or?
I mean, in my opinion, when I was GA when he was, the athletic director. I mean, it was just a great time. I don't know, man. Anytime he came into the room, he had that smile on his face, and like, everyone got a little brighter. Not to say that the current athletic director, she's great. I forget her name honestly right now. She's awesome, but I mean, Bobby V was something different, dude.
Legends.
Talk about someone who just would throw money around too. Like, it doesn't give a shit writing checks, dude, cashing them.
The blackjack table.
Oh my! That's someone you need to be like an athletic
Did you ever
director,
run into
dude.
him at Mohegan, Michael? Or
Not Mohegan. I saw him at the Pitt Center.
saw him at the Pitt Center. Okay, gotcha.
I mean, he's got that face. He's just so lovable, dude.
Yeah. No, I told you, like, this was a long time ago, but he always used to be at Live at 5. When his restaurant was the old spot, he used to chill up on the roof. I swear to God, it looked like he was completely ripped. I don't know why he was up there. He's definitely popped. But he actually played baseball growing up with one of my old friends from elementary school, actually.
So
his
sick.
dad. And but I saw him there one time, and I did a Bobby and just shook his hand as I walked by. And he said, "Hey, how's it going, buddy?"
One time at lunch, he caressed my ear.
Really?
Barnes doesn't like that.
No,
I just like elaborate. I don't quite get it.
I forget what they were talking about. Something that I did, and he was standing behind me, and he gave me the old, like shoulders, and then a little bit on the ear. He was like, "Great job," and then he walked away.
Wow, the legend, Michael.
Yeah, my dad was very happy with that story.
Second half about to get underway.
My dad growing up, Mets fan, so Bobby V,
UConn
obviously.
more than doubling up Northwestern, 40-18.
Oh, your mom, by the way.
My mother, what'd she
won
say?
their first game
She
by
said, "Hi,
40.
fellas. Just got home from La Fontana."
Dude,
That's the Italian restaurant. Is that
So
it?
near my house,
Okay.
dude. They had
I
some,
need that now.
They did the lobster tails, super de mussels. Dude, they did the whole shebang.
But dude,
for the Palm Sunday meal here, dude. My parents did it right at La Fontana. No better Italian restaurant in the Oakwood area.
What do you think? UConn, I think they won their last game by 40. They're up 22 here starting the second half. I mean, just relentless, Tony.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's chalk over here, dude. Look at that block.
And you know what's
recovery,
crazy?
dude.
This goes back to the Calhoun days. They would always lead the nation in block shots.
Love that, dude.
Historically, have always had really big men in terms of talent, skill, speed. I mean, you got to have a strong interior to win.
I mean, yeah, exactly, dude. I mean, if the other team isn't scoring, I mean, you're going to win the game. It's really as simple as that. And clearly, Northwestern here through a half, only 18 points, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, UConn.
Fuck it up, baby. Do love the UConn jerseys, by the way.
Classic.
I don't know. I mean, the Connecticut across the chest, I think looks way better than just UConn.
Yeah, that's the classic. That's dude. Right, Michael. Right? Weren't these the jerseys always like Benny in the Mecca, right?
Yeah.
So good.
I'm surprised you have any UConn jerseys. Anyone?
No. I don't know. I might have used to have one, but I don't. I need to up my swag, Tony.
Yeah, the Yankee jerseys, no names.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. And you also have Alabama, Tony, up by 6 here, 9 minutes left in the second half in their game against Grand Canyon. Houston and Texas A&M tied at 7, about 5 minutes into that game. So we'll keep an eye out there. And then the last game of the round of 32, Yale and San Diego State.
What do you got?
Is Yale headed to the Sweet 16, Michael?
Tip off 35 minutes.
I think so.
Tony. You fought it when we did the picks.
I did fight it.
But they beat Auburn, which is
Auburn. That's
Auburn's
right. That was a big deal.
That
was a big deal. I know, but how many times do we see teams do that? Lesser team.
Not that good.
I know, dude. Well, I mean, 25-10 in their conference, I suppose. I guess give me Yale 13 over the 5, dude. That's a pretty significant underdog seeding. And they do have San Diego State minus 5.5.
Matthew State.
San Diego State. That is a Matthew State. So I get, yeah, sure. Give me, yeah. Who does San Diego State beat? Anyone?
I'm trying to think. They were playing a 12. I think UAB.
UAB, they were at 69-65. And I feel like UAB is like, eh.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I mean, Yale, like against Auburn, I think it was by 2, right?
I think
a close game, dude. Wow, look at Carmelo in this commercial. Yeah, I would say give me Yale. I mean, it's a pretty big spot, I suppose. And
Michael, riled for Carmelo still.
I wish he came back to the Knicks. That'd get me riled for the Knicks.
Does it?
Hear me out here. Sacred Heart University fires Coach Anthony. They hire Carmelo Anthony.
Would never.
You really wouldn't want to see it?
No.
Tony,
should I coach a team? Josh B says, and then Christine says, "Nice job, guys."
Thank you, Christine. Josh B wants to coach the shoe hockey team.
I don't know. Maybe you.
Yeah, I mean, Josh. I mean, yeah, I believe in you, dude. You gotta be down here though. You can't be just like
back and forth.
What about Kev Dew up from the boiler room to catch the team?
Dude, imagine Josh B head coach, Kev Dew assistant coach.
But he would just be talking smack about the Yankees. He wouldn't even be paying attention.
I mean, they probably do.
They'd say, I'll beat all you guys in Madden.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably always playing Madden, smoking the hashish.
No, the flan.
The Mexican flan. The shades would be on, dude. Every player on the hockey team, tinted visor.
Tinted out. Oh, man.
CS, we love you guys. Go UConn.
Do we know?
CS?
Michael, do a deep dive
baby.
here.
Let's go. UConn, baby.
Give me something.
I don't know. Maybe someone at the bar. I feel like it's someone at the bar.
Yo, the bar is riled for UConn,
Detective Mike's
baby.
on the case. It's someone at the bar.
UConn. Sandy looks very upset right now.
I know it's kind of a stupid way to look at it, Michael, but I almost wish
Sandy wants the game on this TV.
I wish there was more of a
Tell Dean.
I almost wish there was more of a challenge for UConn.
There will be, trust
right? Though, but doesn't these games it's like
I know.
It's not even entertaining.
Sandy's very upset right now.
Sandy's upset. Go tell Dean.
I think maybe Sandy's had a few too many and is getting a little too riled.
Wait, but really, what game is she on?
She wants UConn game over here. So
over there.
Houston and Texas A&M.
That's Dean.
Dean's on it. We already know.
Dean's definitely on the case.
Oh, you know what else we're going to do? I'm kind of putting you on the spot.
Dean.
I'm not going to do it now. We'll start tomorrow. Next 2 days, American League, National League previews.
Holy cow. All right, word. I can handle that.
Plus, I feel like less to talk about in terms of what happened this weekend tomorrow because we just talked about it today.
Definitely. Dude, huge breakdown AL Central tomorrow, dude.
He's not ready. He's not ready for that.
No, just the Central, dude. Want a whole hour on the AL Central.
I'm
yeah,
excited
that
for
should be
the predictions. Sony's notepad will be back out.
Yes, dude. We're taking down the predictions. You want AL tomorrow and AL the next day? Okay, well, let's do it. Save the best for last.
But it's just such an exciting time of year, and I just love Tony. And I know you feel the same way, but I love people that appreciate the grind of 162. Not many. You think about general population. A lot of people don't get it.
I know, dude. It really does bother me, even for hockey too. People are like, I just don't watch the start at the beginning of the season. Just don't really watch it, you know. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, I don't know, man. I don't care if it's like game 1 or game 162, whatever. I have the same excitement for like watching the Mets play any game. Honestly, I really do. Even when they're not like even contending.
Right.
I mean, it's just phenomenal
even the
to watch,
Yankees
dude.
down the stretch this year, I'm watching
You're
every
still watching
game.
the games.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that much fun to watch. And again, like for me too, even watching the sport in general is great, dude. I love like literally how ESPN's been doing hockey too. Like that's so sick on ESPN Plus. Like,
do you think though, since the media deal was done, that they've gained a good amount of fans?
Absolutely, dude. I think you can unfortunately argue that NHL is definitely bigger than MLB at this point. I feel like a couple of years ago, it was like, I feel like hockey is bigger than baseball in terms of popularity.
Yeah, but baseball attendance-wise at the games has made a comeback the last couple of years. COVID probably played into that, but also the quicker game, I think, is good for the younger
Also,
audience.
I mean, like people forget too. I mean, when the NHL first started doing stadium series, they were not selling out stadiums.
Right, and now it's like,
and MetLife was sold out this past year for the Rangers Islanders. So, I mean, it's a big deal, dude.
definitely is a big.
Wow, what a steal over there! This guy from Houston, what a block! But Houston recovered anyway.
Maybe upset alert here.
Crazy block by that guy.
Battle of
of
Texas,
Battle
right?
of Texas, baby.
Could be.
A little bit of rivalry.
Texas feed Texas, dude. Clear eyes, something hard.
Clear eyes, full hearts can't lose.
Can't lose, dude. But you know the real saying.
Blue eyes, tan skin can't lose.
Yeah.
It's crazy how like Thursday's the Sweet 16, the following week's the Final Four, and then the tournament's over. It's like it just started.
Honestly, dude, and I was telling Mike last night, like I feel like they started a little late. Did they start late?
Same thing. I always know because my sister Stacy, her birthday, March 11th, always around Selection Sunday, and it was like right. I think it was like the day after Selection Sunday.
Interesting.
Got a comment for you, Tony. Read it.
For me? From who?
Read it.
Wow.
You don't have it on your screen?
CS says UConn. Is that what you want me to read?
Yeah, then now. You can't read it from your screen? Why
I
don't
don't
you
have it up on my screen, dude. Like, why would I waste my
does.
battery?
Yeah. UConn.
And then what's the next one? Woohoo. UConn.
Christine
Keep it going.
Gangi, maybe. I'm
Gangi.
sorry if I'm botching it. Woohoo, UConn, and then the titles here, the captions are blocking the rest of what they keep it up.
Keep it going.
Keep it going with a basketball emoji and a basketball player. Thank you, Christine, for tuning in, by the way.
They're at the bar, I think.
I've never seen Christine, the name spelt like that, by the way. Always see CH or if there's no H, it's always K. KRIS. So good job there. And let's go freaking UConn, dude.
Let's go. Right?
Wow.
I did kind of expect a little bit of a tighter game here.
No, Amina.
I mean, did you not expect a little bit of a tighter game?
UConn?
You didn't think a little bit closer?
Do you know who UConn is?
I did
Northwestern.
I didn't think it'd be a blowout at this point of the game.
Northwestern within the last 5 years hadn't made it to the NCAA tournament ever.
Right.
And you know who their coach is? You know? Son of former Bulls coach. Kind of the most notable, during the Jordan years. I know you know it. He's a commentator now.
I love him. I used to call my.
Used to coach the 76ers.
Yeah. What's his name? Gosh.
You're really not going to get this.
No, I'm going to.
Oh, wow, dude, so embarrassing.
I know.
No, dude.
You looked it up.
Looked it up, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
I think it's embarrassing.
Chris Collins.
But Doug Collins.
Doug Collins
is the
father.
father.
Chris Collins is the Northwestern guy.
Yes.
So
I know. I figured.
interesting
Brian
stuff.
thinks it's embarrassing to even look it up. He said,
It's the people at the bar, Christine and CS. Shout out them.
"Yo,
Yeah, they're at the bar over there.
love to hear from the fans that are live in the building, dude.
You don't care.
I do care way more than you,
No,
Michael,
you don't.
and that's what's embarrassing.
Michael,
It's like you don't care.
Have you
That's
been
right.
dialed NBA wise at all?
No.
Done. So tight to
NHL,
Knicks.
MLB. I'm even
Like
more.
you're not even
into-
watching the playoffs.
I will watch
Well,
the
yeah,
playoffs.
we
Come on.
should watch the playoffs, honestly.
But you'd
I'm
rather
down.
watch the Masters than the NBA playoffs.
No, not
Renee
yet.
was kind of tight on the Masters, honestly, dude.
Not yet.
Really?
Maybe
Yeah.
after this playoff season, though, we'll see
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
how bad it is.
The lack of effort.
Lack of effort. But he was definitely, Michael was dialed into the Rangers game last night, I will say. I don't know if it was just because we were here at the Horseshoe and he was just looking at it, but he was like, whoa, like, look at this play, look at that play, look at this guy doing what. And I was like, wow, this is nice.
I'm trying to think. It just feels like so long ago. Last year, Rangers playoffs. I remember the time I came
Right.
over, everybody failed. I think it was just me, you, and Jay.
Literally me, you, and Jay, yep.
But was there a time that all of us watched?
No, we have to.
I think literally game one, and that was it.
Game one, that was it. And then the year before, though, we had a bunch of good times. Remember Matthews outside the bonfire?
Yes, dude.
Yep,
Watch it go
yep.
back and forth in the basement. Rangers won that game. It was like
That was a great time.
tight game,
Yeah.
2 overtime, maybe even. The bonfire, the parents, the Gabriels, dudes.
Yeah.
Great time.
Legendary.
Like the grill, the food, the good times,
The
dude.
camaraderie, Tony.
I mean, and then this is just like we're showboating right now.
But I'm saying, like, I think honestly, like, I wish it was more of a fight. Honestly, I think it
That's
takes
literally
away-
what I was saying. before,
Yeah.
And you yelled at me for that.
No,
No, you said you thought it would be.
expected that. By the way,
I
Grand
did
Canyon and
expect that,
Alabama tied 55 apiece, 6:25 left. So
Dude.
Grand Canyon looking for it, Tony. to
How
pull the
about
upset.
that stat line for UConn? Fast break points, 16. Fast break points for Northwestern, 0, Michael. How about that for some transition?
I mean, that's embarrassing, no?
Oh, I'd say it's very embarrassing. I mean, who's coaching Northwestern? Get him out.
I don't care what it is.
Oh, wow. What a touch by number 12 there.
With a Yale victory, it would be Yale UConn Sweet 16.
Just like we predicted.
Number 12 for UConn? Who's number 12?
Do you want to see that, Tony? I think that's Cam Spencer.
Cam Spencer. I've heard that name before. He's got a nice touch, dude.
A very nice touch.
That's what they say, dude. I mean, that would be cool because we predicted it, or you guys predicted it anyway. So that's dope, dude.
But you're tight, basically.
Why would I be tight, dude?
Tony?
Not gonna lie, I have a huge respect for Yale. We used to play the rugby
You like
team.
Skull and Bones.
We used to play the rugby team often because our head coach was friends with their head coach.
Skull
Okay.
and Bones.
So we would practice with them. We would play them. A very technically sound team, and they were all really nice. And New Haven was cool. We got afterwards with them. Good time. Played a good friendly match. So
Chipper Jones.
love Yale, dude. Love Chipper Jones.
Wow. Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones, dude. By the way, number 12 on UConn confirmed. Cam Spencer, guard, 6'4".
Transfer.
25 hands.
Rutgers
Senior.
or Seton Hall or something like
Let me
that.
double check here. Hold on, stand by. He definitely was a transfer. I remember someone saying that. From Rutgers, also went to Maryland.
Wow.
Hold on, wait, what team is that? Yeah, Loyola, Maryland, dude.
Interesting, huh?
3 years there, 1 year Rutgers, and now he's at UConn. Probably redshirted maybe his second year in 2020. Oh, COVID year.
Cycle
That's
of
what
life.
that is, dude. Yep. The COVID season. He is, they don't even give his age. That's interesting. Just say he's a senior.
Kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. ESPN dropping the ball, maybe college. They fucking suck sometimes, dude.
You get pissed?
To be honest, yeah. I mean, I guess I really haven't paying attention. But how's the ESPN coverage, of March Madness? Is it kind of chief or?
No, they're on top of it.
They're on top of it?
Yeah. You got Jay Williams and
Jay Williams is cool.
Jay Will and Seth Greenberg.
Okay, yeah.
I know
yeah.
you know him, right?
But I mean, do we get like is Stephen A. coming in here with some like guest analysis?
No. Luckily, they
like,
don't do that. I would
Good for him, dude.
Yeah, I would be pretty pissed about that.
Yeah, there's no room for that.
But anything else there, fellas, before we wrap up shop?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, I think great job by the fans in
Shout
the
out
bar
Dean.
tonight, dude. Shout out to Dean, the workhorse, burning the midnight
birthday,
oil.
Renee.
All right, Mike, you want to talk, dude?
I'm just throwing stuff in with you. Why does it always have to be you, baby? Why can't you share the stage?
It was my turn to talk at this
No,
point. dude.
together, the closeouts together.
Well, now I left the stage and you're on the stage all alone. What do you have to say, Michael?
I'm saying happy birthday, Renee. That's what I said.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Renee. Right?
And the weekend.
Happy birthday weekend.
Happy birthday
is,
weekend.
Is his birthday today, too?
Who?
The weekend.
Searching or no?
Dude, that
Oh,
was.
come on. Give me a fucking
That was worse than Will Ferrell movie.
Wow.
I think you're just trying to impress Brian.
I was.
I mean, those are pretty strong words, fellas, no?
How's the draft going?
How's your neck feel?
We're getting
didn't
close.
even
I'm gonna
say
give you
anything. Yeah,
an
what do you got?
update. You know, it's just I'm bugging. It's
Oh,
this,
no. Are
it's
you
that.
nervous?
A little bit.
Internet connection or what?
Not internet
No.
connection, but just like, you know, it's just a deep draft. It's tough. At the end of the day, it is a challenge.
Do you feel the fact that you are hosting this show tonight is hindering you drafting a team?
Slightly hindering the focus, but I can actually give it to you straight now. So we have Austin Wells, Matt Olson, Brandon Drury, Austin Riley, Jeremy Pena, Jordan Alvarez, Christian Raffaella, Aaron Judge, Brett Rooker, Cabrian Hayes, Hunter Brown, Bryce Miller, Carlos Rodon, Jordan Montgomery, Michael King, Araldis Chapman, Marcus Stroman, JP Sears, Jason Dominguez, and Tyler Stevenson. That's
Wow. Are you worried about Monty at all?
No, because I figure, you know, when he does pitch, he's gonna be good.
Right.
I got him a lot.
Dude, that is
the
fucking
Samsung demo, Michael. The Samsung demo.
And your keepers were Judge, Austin Riley, Alvarez,
and Matt Olson. Which you really can't beat that.
Yeah, those are great keepers, dude.
So I think overall it's a success, Tony. You know?
I would say so, buddy.
Just like another successful show here at the Horseshoe.
How many more rounds do you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's been going since 7:45. I mean, it's a grind, you know.
Certainly a grind.
18-team league, always going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what a great show. Great at the Horseshoe having us again. Dean holding it down on the other side of the bar.
Yeah, I know, right? For the first time in a while, I feel like for us.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, I hadn't seen him. I know you guys have seen him. I have not seen him in like 3 months.
Yeah.
At least.
I know.
Longer, probably.
It's good to
We
see
may
him.
be seeing more of him, I think, because of the pace we're on.
Scheduling.
Seems like he does work. We may be losing Jeff for a little bit. I don't know. Depends.
Which
because
is
we had
sad.
that.
We swapped. Yeah, we did that extended. Yeah, but we'll maybe find out. I mean, I don't know, Michael. Who do you like better?
That's like two.
You have to answer right now.
You have to answer right now. Gun to your head, Michael.
I've known Jeff
Burn
longer,
at the
so
stake,
Jeff.
Michael.
I'll say Jeff.
Whoa!
Wow. It seems like a call out, kind of, right?
No, I've known Jeff longer. It's like
Tony,
of course, is just looking to instigate. You're such a little rat.
Oh, come on. I'm just trying to like have a good conversation right now, dude.
No, you're
It's
a little
all right.
rat.
Stop talking about that. No, no, no.
Up it up.
You want to get me in trouble with him.
But yeah, great show, and really appreciate everybody who tuned in.
We got to challenge them.
And we
You're
encourage
right.
everybody to continue to comment, like, and subscribe.
Jeff.
All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume.
Yeah.
Merch, downtimetv.com. We want everybody
Happy birthday,
to
Renee.
enjoy their night, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us